All right, cool. Thank you. I'm like the worst at remembering that. Someone asked me, I think Jill asked me, and I was like, yeah, if I remember. Thank goodness. Thank you, Leslie. All right.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
So what I'm going to do, and Tori, sometimes your backgrounds, it gets a bit loud. So as I move in, I might get you to turn your sound off as well. Okay. Yeah. What I want to start with, guys, is just a little quick introduction. I won't go into anything too deep. About a year. So I've been online for a little while. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Tracey Rose. I come from beautiful Sydney, Australia. I am a single mom. I have 2 children. One of my children, Honey, my daughter, she's 8 years old. She has a lot of health conditions, health issues. She has cystic fibrosis. She has celiac. We have other stuff that's going on. And so that required me to think outside the box and not go back to work as in the media industry when I was working in radio, and I also went into Sky News in news television after I had her. But after that, I realized I couldn't really work in a normal job, and so I had to work from home. Now, I dabbled online and I did kind of make some things work here and there, but I was very sporadic and I could kind of never really get anything, I guess, full time and very consistent. So I'm just going to make sure that everyone is off. Oh, sorry, Leslie, I'm going to mute you.
But that's just stuff that needs to be sorted.
No, it wasn't her. Angela, I'm meeting you, and Yolande, I am meeting you.
Tracey, if you give me like permission, I can mute anyone else that comes in, but I have to have permission first. If you click on me.
I have to give you superpowers.
And Tracey, can you go ahead and mute me, because I don't know if my microphone turns back on when I go over to video.
Okay,
muting on my phone.
Thank you. Oh, so Leslie, hang on. If I make Tori the host, does that mean I can still do stuff?
Yeah.
If you want to make me the host, if you right click on me, you should be able to just make me.
Give her permissions.
But it says you want to change the host to Victoria, but then will I be able to show my screen?
You just want to give her permissions. So, Tori, she may not be able to give you permission to mute people. She may just have to do that. She can only give you permissions to like share your screen.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. No, I'll just have to leave it. I might have to get you to turn off and on yourself though. Okay.
Yeah.
Tori. Okay, Leslie, I'm switching you off now. Okay, let's get in. Yeah. So Tori, can you just switch yours off for a sec? Because I can just hear a lot of background. All right. Cool. Okay, that's better. Isn't that nice? Okay, so what I want to share with you is when I got really consistent was this time last year. So running in up to this time last year was when I started to really change my vision for my business. So just before this time last year, I went to my first big network marketing, online marketing event, and it was Ray Higdon's Top Earner Academy. And that completely changed my mindset. And one of the big things was his course. So I have his course 3-Minute Expert, which is all about video marketing. Now, if you don't want to do, video blogging. Now, if you don't want to do video blogging, that is okay. This will still be relevant for you. But if you don't have that course, highly encourage you to get that if that's something that you want to get into, because it is what I find the most complete video blogging course. I've also learned a lot of video marketing from Mark Harbert, who is insanely clever at this sort of stuff as well. But you can go like deep into video marketing, you can go deep into content marketing, but I kind of like to keep it simple so that anyone can do it. Even if you have, like I do have all the high tech stuff, I have lighting kits, I have backdrops. This is a backdrop. That does not look like, you should see what's behind. There's a mess. There's a mess behind. So this is why I have this, so that I can make it look like I have a clean house all the time. So this was the time last year where I was like, right, I'm going to get serious about this. And this is where you get the mindset. So a lot of people will let their business kind of die over this time. And I'm going to get Tori to tell just her little example in a second. But most people will let their business die, and then by the time they get to 2017, they've had all their holidays, and then they've got the New Year's resolutions, and then it's kind of like, oh my God, I'm going to make my business the best ever. 2017 is going to be my year, right? Maybe you've had this last year, okay? Because I've done this a few years. And what I learned, it was actually a webinar I went on to by Tanya Eliza, and she changed my mindset in getting prepared for your year ahead of marketing in this quarter. So this quarter that we're in right now, if you are doing the work and preparing your content, your strategy, your whole mindset for 2017, you're actually going to start 2017 with massive momentum. And when people come to say they don't buy right now, but trust me, there are buyers at this time, but say they don't. If you have been putting out content this whole time, if you've been in their face because every other marketer just pretty much goes to sleep and is lazy, who do you think they're going to go to? Who do you think they're going to buy from? They've been watching you all holidays, every time. Like, I thought, oh, there's no way I'm going to get people on here. It's Thanksgiving in the US, and is it in Canada as well? I'm not sure. Sorry, I'm Aussie. And I was like, oh gosh, that was a silly time to put on. But guess what? You guys are on here because, in fact, you may have had Thanksgiving lunch if you're in the US, and now you're just kind of relaxing with family. Like, this is actually a time where people start to go, you know what, I've got some time off. I'm going to go through a course. I'm really going to start my business. I'm going to prepare my business so that when 2017 kicks around, I'm going to be like ready to go. And so this is the best time. And so if you've been in their face this whole time, if you've been, even if they don't buy anything from you over Christmas, which some do anyway, they will start to know, like, and trust you. You're creating this relationship. You are absolutely standing out. And the best thing is, because no one else markets at this time, you stand out automatically. Like, there's pretty much no competition at this time of year for marketers. Okay, no competition. So you guys that have rocked up here, Tori says top of mind status, exactly. So you guys have rocked up now who are going to work through this Christmas period, but I'm also going to show you how to have time off and enjoy and get drunk if you want to or whatever, but you will be able to stand out as well as having a great time, sharing your lifestyle, sharing family pics, whatever. Okay, so I was chatting to Tori before, and I was sort of talking to her about my strategy, and I want to share with you some of the content that I did last year that really got attention, okay? And yes, Crystal, no competition. Exactly. Okay, so Tori, just unmute yourself for a second if it's not too crazy. Ollie, do you promise? Ollie, can you promise to be super quiet, but you are allowed to say hi? Hi, Ollie.
Hi. God, he got shy. That was good. Now he's gone.
Ollie shy?
Yeah. He came over before. He was like, oh, there's lots of people on today, Mum. And I was like, oh. Anyway. Okay, so
tell us what we were talking about before.
Yeah, so last year, about this time last year is when I actually started network marketing. And I was all excited. I was starting a new business. I got on a real roll in the beginning. I had, customers. I had people interested. I had like a social media kind of momentum going. And then I went back to New Zealand and I had a little baby, and I kind of like made some excuses about why I shouldn't keep going with what I was already doing. And then it all kind of died down, and come like middle of February, I had lost like all my momentum, and I found it really hard to get that back. So I had to really like get that excitement back, start talking about it again. And it was all like I had to just start from scratch, and it was already like middle of January, February. So this is why I was really interested, because I want to keep things going this year so that coming into next year, I've got lots of family coming here, and I want to have like everything organized so I know what I'm posting and be super organized.
Yeah, cool. And that's so interesting. Okay, so now if you're in the US, you may not get this whole custom thing in Australia, but we are a bunch of lazy bums in January in Australia. Okay, so if there's any other Aussies on here, please back me up on this. We're completely lazy. A lot of our businesses shut down. So the reason why is because it's summertime here. If you don't notice, like I'm in a singlet top here. It's summertime in the middle of January, and our kids go off school for summer holidays. So I have kids for 6 to 7 weeks on holidays. And I'm like, oh my God. So this is even harder. So if you're in the US, you're cool. Like you guys get a couple of days holidays or however long you get, then everyone goes back to school in January, right? And everyone goes back to work. In Australia, everyone's doing parties and we're a bunch of lazy bums and people shut down their businesses for even weeks at a time over Christmas. Tanya's saying, haha, yep. So I have kids running around. So this was why it was a bigger thing to do as well, because in fact, I actually just had to work out how am I going to cope? Alicia says everyone goes camping. That's so true. Totally. Like we were talking about the real estate. So we're going to have to find a new place to live. And the real estate's like, yeah, well, you know, this is peak time because then Christmas comes and then pretty much no one works for about 3 weeks. And I was like, great. So there's like a month where I really can't go searching for a new house. But anyway, it's kind of funny. Minnie says, yes, polar opposite is Bizarro World. Yes, for sure. Oh, Superman reference. In the US, it's June to early September. Yeah, right? So this is even. So you guys have an easier job if you're in the Northern Hemisphere compared to us if you're in summer holidays. This was actually out of self-preservation to keep my business going around children. So one of my big things, this is so non-techie, but this is one thing that I'm a very visual person. So if you don't have one of these, this could be a very good addition. Do you have a calendar? Okay, so this is my amazing marketing tool, my very high-tech marketing tool. So you can see, last day of school, December 16th, crap. And then they're off. And then all January, they're off. And I think they go back maybe the last day of January or the 1st of February or something like that, okay? So I'm like, oh, my God. So 6 weeks of kids. All right, so I'll go over. Let me show you some examples of some of the content that got me noticed. So what happened was, is everyone here in My Lead System Pro? Most of you guys are, right? So in My Lead System Pro, I think I had reached like L1. I was doing affiliate marketing as well, so I was doing okay in that. But then as soon as I went to Ray's event and then I planned out this time for our holiday period, this is where I went L2 or 3, like bang, bang, right? Really, really fast. So here's what happened. So I had leaders. Now, I hadn't really come up on the radar of many leaders. When I went to Ray's event, a few people kind of knew who I was. But after Christmas and after New Year, most people in MLSP knew who I was. Not that that's a big deal, but, you know, like by creating that, I guess, that persona where people know, like, and trust you, most of the people are going to, either buy from you, they may want to join your team, maybe they tell someone else about you, maybe they jump on your list, they can, or they might buy an affiliate product that you are selling. Okay, so let me share with you. I had people like, I remember actually when I was already friends with Ray Higdon and Mark Harvard, so that was like amazing. But then like Mark Lalonde and then April and all these people started reaching out going, hey, do you want to be in my group? And oh my God, I keep seeing your videos everywhere. Like they're incredible. You're just like everywhere. And I was like, oh my God. Like, you know, I'm looking at these people, I'm thinking they're like absolute rock stars. And they're incredible in their business. And I'm like, I am coming onto the radar. Like, this is worth it. This is making all these times, me doing all these videos, totally worthwhile. So let me show you. Yes, Alicia says, it's a big deal. I think leaders following, when leaders start following you. Yes. Crystal says, I need to get into real estate. Is that to have time off in January, Crystal? All right. Yeah. No, you need to build your own home business so you have complete flexibility. All right, so I'm going to share with you my screen. Let me just show you some of the content. Hang on, let me just get that first. I'm going to go to my blog. If you don't want to do video blogging, that's cool. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Instagram. Like really content marketing is content marketing. Let's see. I'm going to look at it. I know Halloween is over, but this is actually when I started it. Okay. Let me share screen. Okay. Tell me if you can see my screen now. Yep. Oh, cool. Okay. So I started doing this Halloween and I was a bit like, damn it, why didn't I do another Halloween video this Halloween, which was just gone. But anyway, I wasn't really ready and I was like, okay, I really need to get in and do this again. Now, as you can see from today, I do like to play dress ups with my kids' dress ups. I put my cat in my videos sometimes. I put my kids in my videos sometimes. Like, you don't have to do that. It's not saying, guys, go get dressed up. It's not saying you have to do that. But I'm a mom. I have so many dress ups in my house. I like Christmas earrings. Like, I like being a bit fun. You know, I'm like the fun mom. So that's just my personality. So what I'm encouraging you to do is to kind of like be your best self. And this is the best thing. Is like, I used to try and be like the girl version of Ray Higdon. I know that's really embarrassing to admit, right? But I then realized that actually I kind of just had to be me and really emulate a lot of his strategies. All right. But I look at myself and go, well, I'm a mom and I'm kind of a fun mom. I'm Aussie. I like animals. I like kids. I like meditation. I like woo-woo kind of fluffy psychic stuff. Like I'm into all that kind of ridiculous stuff. It's so much fun, okay? And so I share that in my personality. Now, oh, hang on, someone's come on, so I'm just going to mute them. And I can't. I think it's, oh no, I can. Okay, sorry, Bess, I just muted you. So what I'm saying is like, don't be afraid to be you, because actually that is when you get the most followers. It's really funny because you go like, you have all these weird misconceptions about what people actually want to see, but actually they just want to see you. And it's really funny. I've had a few people join me in different things in My Lead System Pro, my own network marketing company, and they're like, I join you because you're real. I join you because you make mistakes. I join you because you bumble your way through stuff. And I think I could do that too. So that's kind of good. So making mistakes and being real is good. Now, let me give you and you might have heard me say this before if you've been on any of my webinars or trainings. I want to give you the 3 E's of content, okay? If your content has one of these 3 E's or a combination of the 3 E's, your content is valuable and it will get noticed. It will demand attention, okay? And I'm going to get into the strategy in a minute. But if your content, whether it's Instagram, Twitter, videos, Facebook Live, whatever, if it's entertaining or if it's educational, or if it's enlightening/inspiring, you've got something, okay? So what I decided in my videos, and this is how you really stand out, is I saw everyone trying to also copy Ray Higdon and Mark Harbert, and they were doing videos like this. Would you like to know the 3 mistakes most network marketers make when they're starting to build their home business? Hi, I'm so-and-so from so-and-so. And I was like, oh my God. Like everyone's doing the same thing, right? And I just thought, how can we learn in a way that's just like not so boring all the time? I'm not saying Ray's boring at all. In fact, I love him. It's like one of my favorite marketers and he's interesting, but I found it just a little bit boring. And that's where the whole dress ups came in. That's where the ridiculousness of the cat came in, okay? So my cat Daisy, which I'll bring her on in a second, that's where Daisy came in. And at first I actually thought, isn't this really silly, right? I thought, oh, people are going to think like I'm a crazy cat lady. Oh, what about if I turn off like people that hate cats? Like, you know how there's like that real, are you a dog person or are you a cat person? Like, am I going to turn off the dog people? Like, this is silliest things that come up in your head, right? And I was like, that is ridiculous. I actually like all animals. I don't have a dog. I wish I had a dog. But I just thought it was like a way to get someone to click on my video and to stand out amongst everyone else who was just doing boring videos in like an old t-shirt, just sitting there and la, 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 la. So I think and listen, this is the thing. If you are not this personality, and you really don't want to do the whole dress up thing, like don't do it. It's fine. But be you, because you're going to attract your most best people. Like just attract who you want to hang out with in real life. Like that's all. So someone asked me, so my coach asked me, he's like, Tracey, what's your vision for your team? Like what kind of people do you want in your team? And I was like, just people I'd like to actually hang out with. Like, cause I was thinking, when you go to your company events, okay, and you've got to all sit on the same table and you've got to rah-rah your team and blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm kind of hoping that I'm sitting at the table with people that I would normally hang out with in real life. And so a lot of their time that is mums, not always. I do attract people that are not mums, but they're usually, so this is my thing, and you may like this as well. So when people ask me, who's my ideal client? My ideal client is heart-centered, results-driven go-getters. That's what I want. Okay, that is what I hope I portray. Okay, so there's a bit of like softness and kindness and really heart, soul stuff that, you know, I kind of cry at the drop of a hat. But there's also these results driven. You've got to be self-motivated. You've got to be a go-getter, because I can't be bothered to motivate you if you can't be asked to do stuff yourself. All right. So I'm hoping that then comes out in a video. So just be you. If you have a dog, you want your dog in the video. Put your cat in the video. If you don't want to have your kids in the video, don't. If you want to like put crystals all around you, or you want to hug trees, which is probably what I would do. If you're in a science lab, like if you have a job and your job is a scientist, like do your videos from the science lab. Like how cool would that be? If you live near a beautiful lake, like if you live in an RV and you're traveling around all the time, Bess, oh my gosh, Bess has like the best dream ever. That her and her family are going to go traveling on this big blue bus next year. And I was like, this is awesome. Like, can you imagine her doing these videos from this big blue bus and all at us following her story and stuff like that. Okay, so make your videos interesting. All right, so let me show you a couple of examples. So this was a video. I'm just going to play the start of it because this is going above and beyond, okay? Now, you don't have to get as high tech. I mean, it's not that high tech. But to stand out, I did go a bit above and beyond. So I went, normally I'll just put some music underneath my videos. So if you want to edit in iMovie, so I use iMovie. If you don't have iMovie, but you have an iPhone, I just have the iMovie app. And actually, I'm doing a lot more on just my app on my phone because it's way easier. Like I can edit a video in 5-10 minutes, like a whole blog video. Whereas if I'm doing it on my iMovie on my computer, I will tend to sit there for half an hour and create like this amazing thing. Okay, so let me just play the start of this video because you want to see like when you go to effort, people will notice. If you just can't be bothered, if you just got up, you're wearing your pajamas and you decide to do a video and you got the video from down here and I can look up your nose and whatever, because I said that to one of my coaching clients the other day. I was like, could you make a bit of an effort, please? I'm looking up your nose during the video. It's like, it's not cool. Anyway, he's changed and he's really stepped up his game with his videos. Okay, so for this video, obviously I got dressed up. I got the cat, like I prepared. Like you guys you look at that and you don't think that I just pressed play from getting up and was lazy or like I'm actually providing some good value. So please make sure your content is valuable. I'll go into content soon as well. Let me play this. It's Halloween! Tracey, it's Halloween! And today I'm going to give you 5 spooky tips to spook your competitors out of the blogging game. Hey. Okay, well, that is a big smile. Okay, so the idea with that was obviously I kind of wanted to go with the theme. So if you were doing a video for Thanksgiving, obviously it's a bit late now, but I mean, you still could actually, you know, you might do it and you might do it around the dinner table or maybe do it in the kitchen while you're cooking and talk about, hey, I'm just preparing for Thanksgiving and it made me think about blah, 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 blah. And I really think this will help you in your business. Da, 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 da. I'm going to help you script out the videos as well. Do you see what I mean? So theme it up. Like this is a really cool time to theme up your videos. I remember when I started working with Leslie, I'm just going to look at the chat for a second. When I started working with Leslie, one of her first videos was sitting in front of the fireplace and the Christmas tree. And I was like, that's so nice. Oh, Leslie says, where do you find the jingles and music? Okay, let me show you that. How do I shut that down? Okay, where did I find that? Oh, I found it here. Now I did buy this stuff. You can get some free jingles and music just on iMovie or Who's got a PC? Who's got a PC? Where do you get your music from, and what do you edit your videos in? Tori?
At the moment, I do all mine on my phone. I don't do them on my computer.
Cool.
And I just get my music's already on my app on my phone.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Sometimes Facebook won't let you now, though, use things with music in the background.
But what if you've bought it?
Mm.
What if you?
Yeah, I don't know. They don't know.
Okay. Leslie, everyone, this is where I get some of my really good jingles. I do buy them. So it is I have no idea how I found this. I think Mark Harbert told me about it. Incompetech.com. Can you guys see that? INCOMPETECH.com. Now, when you go to that, it says get started with music. Now, if you want the music for free, you have to credit where the music comes from. I don't want to be spending time doing credits and making sure that I'm doing all the right thing. I just buy it. And I think on this website, you can actually buy the whole library for, how do you buy the whole library? Music licenses. Hang on. Standard license is available. Okay, standard license. So one piece of music is $30, two pieces is $25 each, three or more is $20 each, or I'm pretty sure there is a thing where you can just buy the whole thing for like, I don't know, and it might be worth doing that. Anyway, you figure it out. But you go to here, like I usually go to this, most downloaded or most preview, most recent, most unpopular, I'm not going to go there, most previewed. So there's lots of different pieces of music that you can get there. Okay, let's go back and look at the Christmas ones that I did. Specific Christmas ones. There was a couple. And I'm going to give you a whole heap of content ideas. We're going to come up with a whole heap so that you'll go away from this webinar with content prepared. All right. Okay, so when I talked about the type of content, so 90% of the time I'm going to do like educational or maybe mindset stuff, but occasionally I'll just do, and you might see Ray Higdon doing this, occasionally he'll do like a thank you video or a fun post or something that is not like completely just businessy stuff. And I thought, I just wanted to break. Now, I don't know if these really get that much business, but I like to show that you can get a little insight into people's lives. So actually I did a video once, which actually wasn't at this time, but it was like, this is my morning ritual. And I just showed people like where I went for a walk, where I meditate under my favorite tree, where I go get a juice, like, and I did it in a really short video. I sped it all up. I just did it on my phone. I think the video was like a minute or 2 minutes long and everyone was like, that was so cute. Oh, I love where you go in the mornings, So this was, I want to show you this one, what's your daggy Christmas tradition? And it was just kind of a bit of a fun post. And my daggy Christmas tradition is that I love Christmas earrings. So these are actually ones from last year. I've got to get a new pair. I'm really big on like, you've got to get like Christmas earrings, okay? Lots of people have, you know, the sweater, the Christmas jumper or something, right? I am like the earring girl. Let's see if I put any music under this. Let's see how quite the videos look really festive. So just, you know, make some effort. I just want to see what music I put under this. It's Christmas time. Hey there, Tracey here from TraceyRose.com. And today I thought I would admit. Okay, so Christmas jingle bells music underneath that one. So that was kind of fun. And yeah, it's only like a minute 22, but it was kind of like, I just want to have a break from businessy stuff. Right. Let's go back to the other Christmas one that I did. And I've done more over this time, but I know these are the especially Christmas ones. Okay. How to not let your home business die over the holidays. Let's see. Again, I'm all Christmassy. Like, can you imagine if there's other videos out there and someone's all boring, or if you were in front of the Christmas tree or down at the beach having Christmas, like that's kind of weird for people in the US. For us, like, and we were like, you know, beach Santa or something, like, you know, actually, if you're not in Australia, there is a tradition where obviously everyone gets their Santa photos, okay? But around our area, we have like beach Santa, and you can go get photos of Santa on the beach. Like Santa's wearing shorts and, you know, it's got a surfboard next to him and stuff, and that's kind of fun. So that would be kind of fun to go and do something like that. Like think outside the box. Let's see what I did with this one. It's always Christmas time. Santa won't come to you. Okay, so same music on that one. That was fine. I think I just bought the Jingle Bells jingle for Christmas time. Okay, so let me just stop sharing screen for a second, and I just want to see if people have questions, because now I'm going to get into some content, how to really like lay out the content and how I do my calendar and stuff like that. So does anyone have any questions at the moment? Oh, Crystal says, what is daggy? Alicia, how do I explain that? I don't know. What's daggy? How do you say?
Kind of like hillbilly.
Hillbilly?
Like, yeah. We're daggy. We're like singlets and shorts and
Yes,
trendy. Just
it's not cool, basically.
yeah, it's not cool.
It's not cool. It's not cool. So yeah, it's not cool.
Or it can be cool if you want to be lazy and just not do anything. You could be daggy then.
Well, in fact, it kind of like daggy became then turned into hipster, wasn't it? It's sort of like it's not cool, but that's cool to be not cool. Like, you know what? Ridiculous, right?
daggy is really lazy. I would think daggy can be lazy, because I'm just like being daggy today. I just couldn't care what I look like. I'm just whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
No food.
Bummish.
Love it. Oh, Minnie says bummish. Yeah, it is a bit like.
Actually, random fact, and this is actually quite gross. Dag is actually poo that hangs off the bottom of a sheep's bum. So, if that tells you anything, that's probably where it originated from.
Nice. And that, well, Minnie said bummish. Yes, that's very true. Okay, funny. You hilarious. I love it. Okay, so how do I set out my videos every single time? Then let's get into the schedule. Okay, so I want to tell you what my schedule is, because I think some people think that they can just get away with doing the bare minimum, and I think that you should do more than that, and you can prepare it. I'm going to share with you how to prepare it as well. Okay, if you have not heard the 4-step formula and how to do videos, listen up. If you have, please be patient, or you may need a reminder. Okay, every single video of mine is set out pretty much the same way, I would say 99% of the time. Okay, I've been in media. I used to speak for a living in radio as a radio journalist, but okay, and I've done hundreds of videos. I've done tons of webinars, but I still prepare what I'm going to say in a video. I had to do a webinar, a group webinar, pre-recorded for MLSP coaching clients last night. Like was on video marketing. Like this is stuff I know. Do you think that I prepared? Of course I did. So I was coaching a client the other night, and he's like, I'm just getting on and winging it. And I was like, no, you do not just wing it. This is my job. Like I do this for a living. Even I don't wing it. Sometimes I get in the car, right? And I kind of, here's an example. Oh, I don't have anything written on it. If I'm like in my car and I want to do a video or a Facebook Live, I will find the tiniest receipt in my car to write my little notes on, okay? Kind of a running joke. Like, what am I going to write my notes on today? A receipt or a back of an envelope or whatever. I always write a couple of notes. So the way that you set out is like this. I'm not backwards, am I? That's only on Facebook Live, isn't it? Okay. So sorry if you've heard this before, but I will do it because there's going to be other people watching the recording who are new that I know of. So they need to see this. Write this out on a piece of paper. I pretty much write this out every time I'm doing a video. Q, I, A, C. Every time I do a video. That's why my videos, or that's why people go, oh, Tracey, you're so natural on camera. I don't know what to come up with. I forget what I'm going to talk about. I'm like, no, it's because I prepared. Okay? So let's take this seriously. It's fun, but you've got to serve your audience. If you're just going to wing it, like it's just lazy. Sorry, it's lazy. Okay. Q equals question. Q equals question. Okay, so obviously you don't need to write these words when you're doing your actual video, but I'm writing them out now, so and you write them out too. Okay, I equals intro. A equals answer. C equals call to action. This is the video formula that has been proven to work, and you can swap the two around. Hey, Ollie again. So question, Q equals question, I equals intro, A equals answer, C equals call to action. So many people forget this. I was coaching a coaching client, Daz, love him, but he kept forgetting to do this at the end of his Facebook Lives. And I was like, you can't expect to get leads if you don't tell people what to do at the end. Okay? It's pretty crucial. Now, you can swap these around if you would like to introduce yourself. Sometimes Mark Harbert or Ray will do that, but most of the time we do the question. The reason we do the question in the beginning is because we want to grab people's attention because they don't know us yet and they don't care about us. So here's a little like bash to the ego. They don't care about you yet. Okay? As much as we would like to think all of our followers love us, I don't really, they do, but why are we here? Well, why do you watch Ray Higdon's videos? Because you're thinking, what's in it for me? Why do you watch Mark Harbert's, webinars? Because you're thinking, what can I get out of this? So your audience is thinking exactly the same thing. So if you're sitting there going, hey there, I'm Tracey Rose, and today I was just thinking I'm going to talk about this, and it's like a really sunny day, and do you like my earrings? And just be like, scroll. They're gone. They're gone. So we need to get their attention. We need to sort of give them something, something, and I'll give you some examples. So if I was going to do a video, so I'm just recording my phone, okay? And I'll start like this. So I've got my phone and I've probably got my selfie stick to make it a bit steadier. Did you know that? If you don't use a selfie stick and you're just doing it in your hands, I'm really shaky, okay? A selfie stick really helps. So I'll start something like this. So if I was going to give some Facebook Live tips, okay? Would you like to know how to use Facebook Live and actually get some business from it? Okay, that's it. That's the question. Okay, so we've learned this from MLSP. I'm thinking everyone said they're an MLSP, don't they? Okay, so that's our questions, how we start. Then the intro. Okay, hey there, Tracey Rose here from traceyrose.com. That's it. Now, give your 2 tips or give whatever. So I've just been learning some pretty amazing Facebook Live tips. You may have seen, and so what I'm doing now is giving my content. So I'm giving the answer to the question. So I might go, I've been watching some content about doing Facebook Lives. There's been so many people using Facebook Live, but I'm not quite sure they all know how to use it for business and how to actually attract customers. Here's 2 things I've learned, blah, 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 blah. These are the 2 tips. Okay, so that's your answer. Then your call to action. Okay, so we actually have, you guys are really, really lucky, we have a Facebook Live MLSP system campaign, right? So we can actually, I'm going to give you specific call to action, then I'm going to give you generic call to action. Okay, so I'll go, and if you would like to dive deeper into Facebook Live and really know how to engage your ideal client, get them following you and get them buying your stuff, then head over to this free training I have for you. Go to traceyrose.com/Facebook Live. That is a completely free training. It is the best one on the market that I have seen so far. Enjoy that, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Okay, that's it. That's my example. That's what I would do. Often, if I'm going to pre-record, I will actually do these 4 steps, and I'll stop and take a breath. Okay, I stop, but I just keep, like I let the recording keep going. And then I use my iMovie and just chop out like the breaths and the bits where I've stopped. And that's why a lot of my videos, you'll see the cut change. Like, suddenly I'm on this side of the screen, right? So I'll go, hey, would you like to know 2 tips on how to get Facebook Live working for you for business? And stop, keep recording, and then I move over this side. Okay, this is my fancy editing tips. Hey there, Tracey Rose here from traceyrose.com. Okay, still recording. I'm going to start. I might just go like this. So the tips are la 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 la. And I go like this. And if you would like to know further training on this, I have a fantastic training that is for free on Facebook Live. We dive deep into this strategy, and this will really attract your ideal client. So go to blah, 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 blah. So now I've got the whole recording. So that may have been, say the recording is 3 minutes or 2 minutes long. Okay. Then I get my recording on whether it's on my phone or iMovie, and then I just chop out the gaps. Now you can have little transitions, which are super easy to add in iMovie. If you guys want to know how to use iMovie on your phone, please just go to YouTube. That's where I figured out how to learn it. I just went to YouTube. Everything is YouTubeable, pretty much. Okay, so and cut out the edits. That probably video would take me, could take me 5 or 10 minutes. Right? Now, as you do more and more, you will get better. You will get better. Okay, so are we all, just give me some example. Oh yeah, hang on a sec. Alicia said, so you pause between for editing. Yes. And I pretty much ended, but here's the thing. When you're pausing, if you want to do this cut edit thing, if you want to just say the whole thing, go for it. I just like the whole edit thing. It just sort of, and now I think that's kind of my style of video, right? But if you can say it all in one go, the reason I actually started doing this is because I couldn't remember and I would go off track all the time. So it was actually out of, self-preservation and trying to like just fix mistakes, right? But sometimes I do leave mistakes in there because it's kind of funny. And when you have a laugh at yourself, you're also kind of giving permission for other people to have a laugh at themselves, not take themselves too seriously, and to also make mistakes. Like, I think when I was trying to be too perfect, not saying that I was, but I think people may have thought, oh, I can't really do that. And yeah, when I've had a few people, especially lately, and they're like, oh, I love how new stuff, you make so many mistakes. Or like Leslie Ryan was on my Facebook Live today, and I like had a blank. I had a complete blank of what I was saying. And he's like, you just had a brain fart. And I was like, totally. Like ridiculous. And so that gives you permission to have a total brain fart on a video as well, if it's, if it happens. Okay, if it happens. Alicia says I need to learn to edit. I try to remember too much info about. Yeah, I just can't remember what to say for 3 minutes long. Alicia, do you have an iPhone or are you Android? iPhone. Oh my gosh, like the iMovie app. When I figured out how to use that just off a YouTube video, I was like, I'm not doing videos on my computer anymore.
Yeah, I'm going to have to play with it. I've tried it before, but on my computer, and I was just like, God, how did she cut that out? And I can't get that bit in. I've tried to hit my son up, but I'll have to really
Well, let me show you. I do have an iMovie tutorial. So this is what happens, guys. When people ask you the same questions all the time, when you've created content, what happens? You get to leverage your time and say, actually, I did a video on that. Can you guys, hang on, I'm just going to show my screen. And then you give it to them and you're like, awesome. And they think you're great. Like, oh, thanks for that. You're like, oh, cool. But you didn't have to spend your time going and doing it or teaching someone again, right? So it's really smart. This is smart marketing. I'm looking for leverage. I've got kids, man. I don't need to be teaching this stuff every single person. I just want to leverage my time. and spend my one-on-one time with my teams or doing webinars or, you know what I mean? Or private coaching or whatever. Okay. Oh, there we go. Let's put in the chat here. Can you guys see that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Recorded, Crystal. Oh, yep. No worries, Crystal. Which is recorded. Yes. I'm just going to type in. Okay. I did put in the link to the iMovie tutorial if you want to go and have a look at that. But the iMovie, yeah, can get a bit complicated. So if you're really not techie, just don't go there. Just use. Who's got an Android on here? Oh no, Leslie just got the iPhone. Who's got? Oh yeah, Tori. Okay, so what are you editing your videos on, Tori?
Viva Video.
Viva Video. There you go. Can you type that in the chat?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool. Okay. Now, can everyone tell me? I'm pretty sure, is everyone on here doing the kind of business approach, like the home business strategies approach? So we're kind of doing the same kind of content. No one's kind of doing health and wellness or product-based stuff, are they? I mean, if they are, that's cool. I can go into that as well. But I'm thinking most of us are doing this similar kind of approach in that we're providing home business training to attract business builders in our business, right? And then if they don't join our business, then we offer them MLSP or free training or whatever. That's the strategy. Okay. So in my content then, that means I usually have some themes that I'll do training on. So, you know, don't really go too much off topic. So obviously I like video marketing. So I'll do video marketing. So think of the topics that you like and that you're interested in. So some people will do some tech reviews and you know, if they're into tech stuff, whereas someone else will be like, I'm not doing that. I know Ali. So Ali's in a personal development MLM company. And so she loves talking about personal development and mindset stuff. So that would be one of her topics. Now I love mindset stuff as well, but I kind of do the mindset meditation. Didn't spell that right. Whatever. Blogging, recruiting, general network marketing.
Tracey, you know that? Did you watch that webinar that Norbert did the other day? And he talked about brainstorming like the topics and then really narrowing down to like 3 that are for you, so that you can be more of like a specialist rather than a generalist and just doing like every topic in network marketing.
Yeah.
So like when someone comes to your blog, they can see like exactly your niche. I thought that was really useful.
That is actually quite good. Okay, so I would have to say that, well, I would say I'd have 4. Okay. Sorry about the writing. But I would say video marketing, mindset, meditation. So I like to do, you know, woo-woo stuff, blogging for sure, and anything really to do with, I guess, network marketing in general, like some recruiting, some, I don't know. They're kind of my things that I'll talk about. And so if all my videos are based around those topics, I'm pretty much on track. Okay, so yours might be in, you know, general social media. It could be Twitter. You could be like the go-to person for Twitter. You could be Instagram. And it doesn't mean like I won't do videos, because I've done videos on Snapchat and stuff. It's just that I'm probably not the specialist in Snapchat. Okay, let me just give you a quick things, a couple of tips about the video, then let's get into nailing this out with our calendar. Okay. So I share with you my screen again. Hunter, hello, gorgeous. Hi. Okay, so this was a video I did. I'm just showing you my screen again. This day, I'm pretty sure this was the day I lost my voice. And I really needed to do a video. And I was like, Argh. And I was like, okay, fine. I did one of those videos where you write on the piece of paper. Now, was it like the most fancy one? No. Oh, hang on, let me get to that one in a second. So let's have a quick look at this one. Why are people afraid of Snapchat? Because there was lots of people that were resisting it. And I just want to give you some examples. of something that's a little bit different that's going to stand out. Oh, I used the Halloween music. Okay. All right. So, having a look at some of the examples that I've showed, does this seem too hard? Like, does that one seem too hard for anyone to do? Obviously, I've just got like similar notepad and I'm just sharing my information, but it was in a slightly different way than just standing there, boring, blah, 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 blah. Okay. What I want to get across though is by you just doing content marketing and giving value, like you are way ahead of the competition. So don't get me wrong. If you just want to prepare and share some just value-based stuff and it's not fancy, it doesn't, have a costume on, whatever, like that, you are still way ahead of everyone else, way ahead. What I'm sharing with you is though, how to step it up and get noticed even more. Okay. Let me just go back to this one. Can I suggest animals and kids will really get a lot of views? a lot. How's this? I fostered these kittens. Oh my God, they were so cute. So of course, what do you think? They went in the videos. Of course they went in the videos. Let's see what else. Oh, here's something interesting. I didn't know much about Snapchat in the beginning and I was trying to look for a tutorial and I found this guy's tutorial, Clay, and I was just like, why don't I just share it? And I reached out to him and said, hey, do you mind if I put this on here? And he was stoked and now we're friends. And like everyone was like, oh, thanks for putting that on. Because this is kind of when no one really knew how to properly use Snapchat or anything like that. He was basically saying it's more than just silly pictures. I won't say what kind of.
I actually remember watching that when you shared that. That was before I knew you.
Yeah, it was a really good video. And so here's the thing.
Yeah, it was good.
Like, did Tori go and follow him instead of me because I shared that? Or were you grateful that I'd shared a good resource? Yeah, exactly. Okay, so that is a key. If you don't want to share some of your information, remember you can share other people's stuff. I wouldn't do that all the time. So a lot of the time I would just go, look, just go watch, say Ray Higdon, I know I talk about him a lot, say he's gone and created some content, put it in your own words. Hey guys, we've been watching a webinar from Ray today about blogging. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize how good this strategy was. I really want to share with you the key points I learned about that today. Okay, so sharing resources. All of my recruiting stuff, before I was even decent at recruiting, I can recruit now, but I was pretty terrible at it in the beginning. Recruiting training, it was not mine. I didn't know anything about recruiting, nothing. And I thought, I even had that mindset, I'm bad at recruiting. And so I just always listened to Ray stuff. Let me show you one another example. I know I'm giving lots of examples, but I think I'm hoping, is this helpful by showing examples? Okay, cool. Oh, hi, Cleena. How are you?
Hi, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can. Hang on,
I'm not in the bath. I'm not in the bath this time.
Not in the bath this time. I'm going to put you on mute, though, but I just saw you come on.
Oh, please. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So let me share one more for the moment. Another example. What was I going to share? Oh, my God. Oh, yeah, recruiting. Okay. Okay, Facebook recruiting. Seriously, it's not I'm obviously getting better at recruiting now, but this was not my expertise. So if you're in network marketing and you want to attract people, talking about recruiting or giving recruiting training will attract you the right kind of people, will attract you network marketers. So I was like, God, how am I going to, because I saw Ray doing it a lot and I was like, how am I going to provide recruiting training if it's really not my strength? And so I was always looking for who does it well. So when Jessica did a webinar on her recruiting, I just went and saved it and shared her stuff. Again, that's another example of me sharing. Social media recruiting DMO. So that was a daily method of operation. I pretty much watched a video of Jessica Higdon, took notes and took her little advice and shared it, and even said that I got it from her. That was that one. This one. Okay, here's an example of kind of going above and beyond, okay? Not saying major, fantastic, but actually, so we were at MLSP's Live the Dream in August, okay? We were in Austin. And, oh my gosh, so funny. Someone came up to me and someone was talking about, oh yeah, I watched your video with the Barbies. And I was like, what? Like, I didn't know this person. I just thought it's so funny, right? So people remember this stuff. So I thought, I want to do, Ray had taught us some recruiting scripts on how to kind of approach friends and stuff. How to, what was it? I said, are you looking for some new recruiting scripts to use in your market? Perhaps this is, your friends and family have all said no before. Okay. And I thought it would be good to kind of do a role play, because he had given us a bit of a role play. And I was like, I don't have anyone to do a role play with. What am I going to do? And I walked into Honey's bedroom, my daughter, and I was like, oh, that's it. I'm going to use the Barbies. And so I got the Barbies, and I even got, like, it's ridiculous, I even got a little piece of cardboard and cut out to make it look like a mobile phone and put it in Barbie's hand and was like putting on silly voices and stuff. But when you do this, all of a sudden, like, the information becomes fun. It's fun to learn a recruiting scripts like this over someone just standing there in front of you at a desk and going, here's 3 new recruiting scripts you can use on blah, blah. It's like, okay, but come on. Like, even going outside, like, you don't have to do Barbies, you don't have to do all this stuff, but even going outside or I don't know, just think outside the square a little bit. Okay. All right. So do we want to come up with, and I know Cleana's come on, she's in the birth industry, so this is a little bit different for her, but I know Cleana, but there are so many topic ideas for you. Here's my strategy. Here's my calendar stuff. Okay, let's go over this. Oh, do we have any questions? Tori said, what did she say? Something about like your kids running about. That was ages ago. Tanya said, keep it real. And then Tori said, or if your kids run past the back of your video in the nude.
You were talking about editing your videos, and just as you were talking about it, Ollie's like in the background of the video in the nude, and I was like, and like try and cover up my oh, kids.
Cool. Yes, Alicia, you should totally use Max more. Max is her gorgeous dog. Where is Maxie? Max! Max! Hello? Hey, buddy. Hey, Minnie, where's your pussycats? Meow, meow. We got all the animal people. Yay. That's awesome. All right. So here's my content creation kind of strategy. I do 2 blog posts a week. 2. Now, when people talk about, oh, I'm going to do blog, they're like, okay, I'm going to try and do 2 this week. Let's just scrap the word try. So any person that I work with, especially when I'm doing the MLSP coaching, they are not allowed to say the word try. I also can get them to commit to a day that they do those videos. Now, if you for some reason the world ends, something happens in your world and you don't get that video out on that day, that's okay. Get it out on the next day. But if you commit to the days, you are more likely to actually do it. So my strategy is that I do a video every Monday and every Thursday. That's it, without fail. Every Monday and every Thursday. Oh no, Minnie, been eating electrical cables. Naughty pussycat. And Alicia said, my daughter always photobombs me. That's hilarious. Oh, this is the hardest for me is the blog. I know, Leslie. Okay. This is why this is going to be really good. Okay, so 2 blog posts a week. Look, Ray does a whole lot more. Tanya Eliza, I think, does 1, but she promotes the heck out of it. And I'm going to share that the blog is only part of the story. And this is where people fail, is they do the blog, but they don't get enough eyeballs on it. And I'm going to show you how to get the eyeballs on it, okay? So 2 blog posts a week, I would suggest that is your minimum. I just don't know how you get seen enough. I don't think you're going to get enough people taking notice if you're going to do anything less than that. 1 a week, maybe. It's just going to be slower. It's just going to be slower. That's it. Okay. 2 blog posts a week. Now, cleaner, I was in birth. I did 2 blog posts a week, every single week. I know, but think about it this, okay? So I get comments on my YouTube channel for birth all the time still. I get leads. Actually, I don't get leads every day on my blog anymore, but I was still getting leads on my blog up until a little while ago. Do you want to add something? Do you want to say something? I'm going to unmute you. Yes.
I saw in a hypnobirthing Facebook page, somebody actually copied a blog from hypnobirthingrocks.com, and I was like, I know that website, and I went, and it was yours. And I have loads of blogs written. I have like a folder from your beautiful list. I have a bunch written in hand from when I travel. I'm in airports. I have nothing to do. I have no kids screaming at me.
Yeah.
But it's getting them onto the computer, and it's finding, like, I don't know anything about WordPress. Do I go on my Wix website and develop a blog? That's where I'm having such trouble. I just can't get them from my file, handwritten, to the computer, to the actual web. Does that make sense? It's just
totally. Okay. I'll do that. Can you remind me? I'll go into that. All right.
Cool, okay.
I'll go into that for sure. Because yes, I know that blogging can be sometimes a time-consuming strategy, but the thing is, when you spend the time on this, and I've actually figured out how to do it quicker anyway than what I used to, but when you spend the time, what you're doing is you're using your time now to leverage your time massively later. Huge, like it's a huge leverage, right? Okay, so like I said, 2 blog posts a week, Mondays and Thursdays. Do whatever days you want. So what I'll have usually, I want a pencil because I don't want to, hang on. Yeah, it's fine. So you guys in MLSP, we have also the Wednesday webinar, right? So I'm thinking about how I'm emailing my list. So I'm pretty much going to email my list 3 to 4 times a week. So I even write this out. So say on Monday, I've got my blog, I do my blog, and then I'll also schedule in that I'm going to email my list, and then I'm going to share that blog post. And I'll get deeper into that in a second. Then on a Tuesday, I'm going to email my list about the Wednesday webinar. Okay, so Brian's usually posted by Monday what the topic of the webinar is, but I only usually promote it a day before. You can do it 48 hours before, but I've kind of got my week scheduled out. On the Wednesday, I usually promote it again to my list. Hey, remember we got the webinar coming on today? Okay, so for your week ahead, once you know what the weekly webinar is, I'd probably, like, you could even go and pre-write those emails. Okay, so this is especially during this Christmas period would be so helpful for you. So you're only having to kind of do all the email and the writing work like once a week. So maybe on a Monday or whatever, okay? I'm also going to get you to batch record your videos and content. Okay, so then on a Wednesday, I'll say, you know, the webinar's coming up. Sometimes I'll also do an hour before or 15 minutes before, webinar's starting soon. Okay, and maybe a quick link. Okay, then on a Thursday, I will do, sometimes I do it on a Friday, but anyway, the next day I will do my second blog post. And I will watch the Wednesday webinar because I'm usually taking notes for some content ideas. Okay, so often, like at the last week, actually I didn't go on the Wednesday webinar this week because I'm not a Twitter girl, but I did go on it last week because even though I don't like Twitter, I still wanted to take some notes to create some content for my audience who do or may like Twitter. Okay. So that's pretty much my plan for the week. I also do 5 Facebook Lives per week. Every week. 5. Okay. It's required. I just think, now you can do this on your business page, you can do this on your personal page, completely up to you. We have a few people that do different things. Leslie has been rocking it on her business page, And I actually think I have a lot to learn from that because I've been doing it on my personal page, but I kind of want to swing it to my business page a little bit more. I'm pretty sure Jelena, you guys know Jelena Ostrovska, she does 2 per day, which is insane. But she does 1, I'm pretty sure, on her personal page and then 1 on her business page. But I mean, that's a lot. Okay, that's a lot. But anyway, so to come up with content ideas, what we'll do is we'll come up with all the content we need, especially for the next 6 weeks. And we're going to push through even further to that as well, okay? But for Facebook Live content, I usually won't come up with that content until like that week. So remembering that your Facebook Live videos, really, it's like there's not much preparation in that. There's not much fancy, there's no editing. You could set aside 20 minutes of your day to do a Facebook Live. That's it. So say if I was doing Facebook Live, I would, I kind of use the formula. I kind of use this, but obviously it's just more in a conversational style. So say I was going to do a Facebook Live today, okay? And I wanted to do a Facebook Live on some blogging tips, and then I was going to promote Ray's 3-minute expert course. So I might go, hi guys, welcome. Tracey Rose here, and today we're going to discuss 3 blogging tips that really help my blog get out there and get really, really popular in 2 different niches. As you're coming on, blah, blah, blah. And you guys can go and watch the Facebook Live, but I've written out a couple of notes. It took me no longer than 5 minutes. I've done my Facebook Live, which is usually about 15 minutes. I press post after you've done it, and we're done. That's pretty much it. You could then spend another 10 minutes going through your phone and sharing your Facebook Live to lots of groups in your niche. Okay, so I would do that as well. So that's so say you spend an hour a day doing Facebook Lives. Okay. Now, when I'm doing my blog posts, I often, depends, I don't want to freak you out, but if they're fancy edited, I've got costume, I've got I'm kind of going a bit out there, I'll usually set aside about 3 hours to do, the recording, coming up with the content, editing, and then sharing. Okay, so it usually takes me about 3 hours on 2 different days, and then some emailing in between. So in between all that, you've got leads coming in, you're calling back leads, or you're emailing your list, or you're chatting with people on Facebook, and you've just got that's pretty much like your business. That's your business. And you can put on some Facebook ads as well. If you want to, we can add that. If you know how to do Facebook ads and have some of those running, that's it. That's all you need. That is all I actually do. That's all I do. So I quit Snapchat because I couldn't handle, I didn't have enough brain space to cope with it. So I was like, because I'm like, oh shit, now I'm going to do something on Snapchat. And then oh, now Leah's doing a really good Twitter training. Maybe I should be doing Twitter. And I'm like, no. So my biggest thing with content marketing is blinkers, okay? Massive blinkers. And it's hard not to get distracted by all the shiny objects, but you'll see. Okay. So knowing what your topics are. So let's say we talk about, so say we're going to do some network marketing, we're going to do some blogging, and we're going to talk about video marketing, and we're going to talk about lead generation. Okay, so do you want us to come up with some topics that we could do? Yes? Okay. I do have a download on my website. Hang on, you guys have all opted in, so let me go get that. Let me go get it quickly so you don't have to opt in again. It is called 103 Video and Blog Post Ideas, so you never run out of things to talk about on your content or in your videos. Let me go get that. Let me go get it. Sorry. Tori, do you want to take over? Do you want to say anything? Or do you want to ask any questions, or is anyone else asking any questions?
And I was just going to talk about that in that same webinar from Norbert, how he shared finding those 3 topics and then dividing it up so that you've got a blog post that's related, and then you can come up with your Facebook Live topics that are kind of related, so you've got the same call to action, maybe for a week, if you're doing a webinar or something, then you can use similar ideas or take some things out of your webinar and use that same kind of call to action each time.
Yeah.
So he always talked about like make it congruent with whatever your topic is, to then looking like if you are an MLSP, then you can use some of the system campaigns and have that already planned out, like which call to action you're using and what's congruent with the content that you're giving out that day.
Mm.
Now, okay, thank you. I'm gonna and you brought up a good point, because I did, when I was doing the example before of the whole Facebook live training, and then I said, you know, go back to the MLS and, you know, send people to the MLSP system campaign. I also just have a very generic one. So my generic call to action is, hey guys, I hope you got value from this video today. If you would like to know more about branding yourself, standing out online, and generating leads for your business, head over to my website, traceyrose.com, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. And like, you can tell that I've said that like about 1,000 times. So that is my generic outro. Oh, hey Lee, how you going? It says Lee has raised hand. Do you want to say something, or is that?
Yes, I do want to say something.
Oh,
I had a
cool.
question.
Hey. Yes.
This is my first time getting on with you all, and my question is, I have a product, a line of products that I want to promote. It's with network marketing. So how should I attack that situation? Should I get multiple social media sites like, you know, Twitter, Facebook, and just all of them, and try to take that same blog video and put it on all of them, or what?
Yeah. Do you want me to? I'll give you my blog sharing strategy and my video sharing strategy, which is pretty much I learned from Ray, and then I've added something to it. So do you want me to share that?
Please, yeah. And what's the guy's name? Ray? I couldn't never get his last name.
Ray Higdon.
Higdon. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Thanks a lot. That's my question. I need some help figuring out how to market this particular product.
Yes.
The best way without wasting so much energy and time.
Yeah. And are you in like health and wellness, or what's your
Health and wellness, definitely.
Okay.
All natural herbal products. The products are just all botanicals and supplements. I'm sorry, supplements.
Yeah, cool. So are you branding yourself as that like health and wellness guy? Like, are you giving health and wellness tips and stuff like that?
I'm a personal trainer, and we teach martial arts, and I sell this product as well. Just like the product that I'm selling now, I just started. I want to sell it. It'll be my main focus.
Yeah.
And the other thing is additional, because it's all about full body health and wellness. Like I said, with the martial arts training and diet and exercise, and then with these supplements, they actually help heal ailments and problems that people have, like with diseases.
Yeah, that sounds like perfect fit. Okay, so this is really cool. This is cool. Okay, so I'm gonna let me meet you up for a second, and I will go into the sharing strategy. So let's just come up with a couple of blog post ideas and then go into the sharing. Thank you, Lee. That's a good question too. So I will go into that. Okay, so everyone, I did post a link there. You can see in the chat. Can everyone get access to the chat? It says Tracey Rose, and it should say /blog post ideas download here. So you can download that. It's like a one-page cheat sheet. And I usually, if I'm working with a client here in Sydney, I'll laminate that for them and say, stick that next to your computer so you're always thinking of stuff. Okay. So on that, let's just come up with a few things. I'm going to share screen again. Where did my actual thing go? Hold on. Okay, let's go to that actual list. Okay, so to start with, I always get people to start with, what are the top 20 questions that you get asked in your niche? So, or even just start with the first 5 or 10, that's a lot easier normally. So a lot of people in network marketing especially are like, well, how do I generate leads? I've run out of friends and family to talk to. So lead generation is huge. So you could talk about 3 ways to generate leads on Facebook. Okay, so there's one topic idea. So I'm going to write that down because that's a good topic. So what I would maybe share is how to generate a lead using Facebook Live video, and then also generating a lead in Facebook, sort of Jessica Higdon's approach, where she Facebook recruits. She goes through, network marketing groups and sees if people are asking questions, connect and network with them, or going into also network marketing groups and see if people are asking questions or having discussions and then answering those questions, or pasting tips from your blog or something like that in different Facebook groups. Okay. So there's 3 tips to generate leads on Facebook already. Where did the questions go? Hang on. Someone's seeing comments and stuff. So I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, okay. Alicia says, do you have Jessica's course? Yeah, I have Jessica's course. Oh, Tori said, Alicia, it's in MLSP. Not the full course. Yeah, just go to her website. I've got a link, but I can't remember what it is. It might be tracyrose.com/Jessica or Jessica Higdon. But just go to her website. Yeah, Facebook recruiting one I do have. Okay, so questions that get asked all the time. What's another question I get asked all the time? How do you edit your videos? How do you know what to say in your videos? How do you actually make money from your blog? I get asked that all the time. Tori, tell me some of the questions you get asked.
I get asked a lot about networking, like how to build relationships, how to expand your network, how to build relationships with people without feeling like you've got an ulterior motive, things like that.
Yeah.
I get asked a lot about.
What else? How to do Facebook Lives, how to actually get business from Facebook Lives, how to I get a lot of content
ideas. People don't know what to talk about, so I send them to this, I send people to this. or what does network marketing actually look like? Like, what should this post actually look like if I was going to be attraction marketing? If I was going to do this as attraction marketing, or can you have a look at my profile and give me some feedback? Those types of things, I guess.
What is attraction marketing? How do I sell without selling? How do I sell without pitching to my friends? What is MLSP? Oh my God, why have I not done a video on that? What is MLSP? Okay, video time. That was doing that one. Okay, so all the time, guys. So actually, I on my notes on my phone, I'm always thinking of ideas. Someone will ask a question in the MLSP group, and I'm like, oh, I should do a video on that. Or I'm on a training and like a Ray Higdon training. I know I mention him a lot, but I'm on his training, and someone will ask him a question, and I'll listen to his answer, and I'll take his answer. Like I said, I give credit where credit is due, and he'll talk about how to recruit people as an Uber driver. Like, do you guys remember that interview he did with that Uber driver who was recruiting all these people into his network marketing team and selling all these products, which is quite cool. How to build a network marketing team online. How do you get credibility? All these sorts of things. So think about the things you were asked. So I know, so Lee, with nutrition and stuff, how do you, I don't know, like what are the things? Lee, jump back on if you can. What do you get asked a lot at the gym? I don't know if he's on now. Maybe he went away. Cleaner, I'm going to ask you. You're going to bin this. Oh, no, Lee's back.
Can you hear me now?
Hey, yeah.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, what do you get asked all the time?
Questions that I get asked?
Yeah.
How long would it take me to lose this much weight or that much weight? How long would it take me to get off of dialysis?
Right.
All those questions are what I get, because the products that I sell, I had a product called Kidney Restore.
Yeah.
And my mother used it first. That's how I got into this company, and it healed her kidneys up 100%. The doctor was shocked. And so when I promote this product, they asked me, well, how long does it take? And just little questions like that about the product and how long it takes to get into your system and actually work from the inside out. But with personal training, it's just about weight loss. How long it takes me to do this? How do I make this look better? How do I make that look better?
Yeah.
Take apart your body.
Yeah, so there's like a whole bunch of content ideas for you right there, because it's the stuff that people want to know. It's the stuff that people are asking you already.
One more thing, the line of products, should I do a video on each product and tell them about each product and post it up? Like if I'm posting them twice a week, should I say, okay, this is kidney restore, this is all the stuff it entails and what it does? So.
You can. I mean, like, I'm not the biggest fan of like, hey, this, like, generically speaking, for sure. Like, so I used to, actually I still do sell essential oils. I love essential oils. I'm also in that company.
Me too. I sell essential oils to Zesha.
Yeah. So, you know, if you were giving tips on how to use lavender oil, which I use all the time for kids, hello, if anyone has children, you need freaking lavender oil, right? So, you know, 5 ways that I use lavender oil every week in my home, right? So I would give that tip. Now, I personally don't like to show off the brand, because what I want, which I'm in doTERRA, but I don't want to tell everyone that, because then they just go Google it. Okay. And what happens when you go Google, you find out, like, you see all this crap stuff. You say, oh, doTERRA's a scam, or this is a scam, or blah, blah, blah. Like, I want people to know, like, and trust my opinion and my information, so they ask me about it. So I'm in another company that I build most of the time, my main company. I don't go around telling everyone. If someone is interested in working with me, like, Tracey, what company are you in? I couldn't really tell. I'm like, oh, you're interested in having a look? Let's book in a time, and I would love to have a chat to you about it. Okay, so I want them on the phone. I want to have the conversation. And they're, oh, no, I was just curious. I'm like, awesome. I don't want to tell them. I want to get them on the phone.
Tracey.
Yes, Leslie.
Hey, Tracey. Just because I was in the health and wellness, you know, area, Lee, you know, a big piece of advice from a lesson that I learned was, I never showed the brand or the name of my product, but one way that you can promote and actually have the product in hand is just to have the label reversed, right? So, like, instead of showing the full front of the label, show the back of the label. So then that way they're not seeing that there's an actual name, but they're seeing, you know, that there is an actual product that you're selling.
Yeah.
Right. Showing them how to mix something up, or showing them what the supplement looks like, the size of the capsule or whatever it is. That's always good, but don't ever show them, because then you just lose them to Google, or you lose them to somebody else.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. And like, Lee, think about even the, you know, the like, I follow a few fitness girls online and stuff, and I don't really know what the actual products that they sell, but I like their advice and I like them, and I like watching what workouts they do. And I like one particular, because she's got like 3 kids, you know, a little boy, and actually no, she has 2 boys and now twin girls. And I'm like, whoa. And she's incredible. And, you know, she has this amazing health cookbook, and she's, you know, got supplements and stuff. And so, yeah, I'm interested in just whatever she sells. I don't really know. And I mean, even if it was Isogenics or Shakeology or whatever company that she was in, I'd probably buy it because I'm attached to her and her story. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
So and I'm not against, like, you don't have to totally hide it. Like, if you want to show the product every now and then, whatever, like, but usually if you're going to do that, it's when you've created this credibility, or created you as a go-to person in that niche. And so people are still going to take your advice anyway. So in the beginning, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
So withhold information as much as possible. Keep them on the edge of their seat, trying to figure out what I have. And then when they contact me, go ahead and give them my whole spiel.
Yeah, I mean, you can, like, people, I mean, you can do a video and you're like, you know, I just absolutely love these products. This is the kind of product it is. So you could talk about essential oils or whatever the kidney product is, and say there's something, like, talk about it in a generic way and say, you know, this is the one that I use, and drop your link there, and they can go buy it from your link or whatever. Okay. Or they can get on your link. Yeah. When I did a video once, and I was talking about, oh my God, like, I had the craziest morning with my kids, and, like, you know, and sometimes, Lee, do you have kids yet?
Oh yeah, I have 2 and 1 on the way.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Right?
10-year-old, I got a 5-year-old, and one due in January.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah,
That's
that's the last one. I
that, that's exciting though, right? But okay, so like there's just those mornings when you're getting kids to school, and by the time you've got them in the door at school, you're like, like what just happened? Like you're just like crazy, and just that crazy morning. And I remember one morning, and I was planning to go for a walk after I dropped them off, and I was just like, oh my God, I feel like I've just like World War III just happened around me or something. And I was not in the mood to go for a walk. I was so cranky. I'd screamed at the kids. I just was like, ugh. And I was like, gosh, how do I get out of this funk? Like I'm in the worst mood. And I just talked about how I usually do a couple of minutes of meditation. I'll go for a walk, and I usually use a peppermint oil and a citrus oil because that usually lifts my mood. And so I kind of did that video, and so it was value-based, you know what I mean? So it's educational, it was value-based. And then automatically I had a few people messaging me going, oh, what's that citrus oil you've got? Like, where do I get that from? And I was like, oh, hang on, I'll get you the link when here's the link to where I buy it from. This is the stuff. I love it. It's amazing. And so people go,
so the idea is to let them know that you use certain products or certain things, and then when they ask you about it, refer them to it indirectly, like so they don't think that so that they don't think that it's your actual business. It's just somewhere that you're referring them to, but it is your actual business, and you will make something off of it. But they feel like you're just referring them to a company that has a product, and they don't feel. Some people just don't want to spend money with people. They don't want you to make money off of them. So they want to find the cheapest way to get the product that you're referring them to. But when you give it to them the way you just described, it makes it to where they feel like they're doing it on their own and it's not going through you.
Yeah, I guess they're going to like, oh, here's the thing. You are your business. So I know you sell your products, but you are your brand and your business. Okay, so when you brand yourself, so I have been in a couple of different companies, but did I have to change my whole branding? Did I have to change my whole stuff when I decided that I was not like, so I'm still in the oils company and I do love it and I still sell products and stuff, and I'm happy to sign people up in it. It just, I decided I didn't want to have that as my main focus. And I was like, but because I hadn't like blasted and branded myself as doTERRA oils, no one really cared or knew. I was still Tracey and I'm still providing marketing training. I just have a different back-end product. Same with you. If you're in whatever company that you're in and then all of a sudden you want to change and you do Beachbody, but you're still Lee, you're still the health and wellness expert. It doesn't matter what's on the back end. You may change to do paleo diets, or you may change to do veganism, like whatever. But it's you, the brand.
Okay, so they follow me, and that's why no matter what I'm selling, they'll buy from me as long as I keep myself branded and likable.
Yeah, that's it. Providing lots and lots of value. Lots of value. You're welcome. Okay, so I'm gonna with Cleaner. So, what did you ask before? You were asking about attraction marketing. Did you understand that? Did they? Hang on.
That was me. I was just saying leading with education. So like even around Lee's point, like you need to really think about what benefits your product have and just educating people around the benefits of the product that you're using rather than like specifically like your product itself, like the benefits that you're going to get. So it's the same with that is just attraction marketing, leading with any kind of education.
Yeah,
that's from
leading with value and attracting people to you. So, Cleaner, in terms of the birthing niche, so a lot of people, you would go to baby health centers. So the active prospecting way of trying to get couples to register into your birthing classes would be going to baby health centers, putting your notice on the wall. It would be doing ads in the local paper. It would be going to the local health and wellness fairs and setting up your table. And like I've done all this, like we get it, right? And that's what you do. That's what you do. So I couldn't do that. You know my story. Like I had Honey, my daughter, she's got her health issues, and we ended up being in hospital all the time. And actually I had I had got lots of people registered for this class, and we were going to do it. I don't know if you guys remember. Did you ever see pictures of where Keith Urban and Nicole Kidman got married in like this beautiful, like it looks like a castle up on Manly. It's in Sydney. It's like this amazing area, right? So I hired out this beautiful room in this just gorgeous oasis near the beach. It was stunning. I had all these people register, and then Honey had to go to hospital for 3 weeks. I had to cancel the whole thing. I had to give everyone's money back. I was like, oh, I'd done weeks and weeks of videos and all this sort of stuff. And I was like, oh my God. And that's where I realized I needed to teach online classes. But I also realized that I needed to stop going around my local areas and, you know, sticking notices on notice boards with like tear off tags, call me, you know, because it's just advertising, which is absolutely nothing wrong with it. But I wanted to work out a way that how can I market and have value out there where people are going to also choose me over someone else. So here's the thing. This is where I really worked out that it was incredible, Cleaner. Okay, so there are so many birthing teachers in the US and Australia and the UK, Europe, okay? I had people wanting to do my classes. I had a couple come from Switzerland. Now, she did have family in Australia. And I said, you know, there's teachers in Europe and in you know, over in London, you could just fly over to London. No, I'm going to organize my holiday around you. When can you teach us privately? And I was like, what? This lady, there were a couple, they were lawyers, they're incredible, and she'd found me on the internet. She found me on YouTube, and she was like, I need to do your classes. And I was blown away at that. I then started teaching all these people all around the world, California and London, Midwest, the US. And I was like, why are you not going to classes in your local area? Right? Because they got attached to me. I'm not saying I'm wonderful, but I had educated them. So here's the big thing. The people that you trust, here's the thing. You trust who educates you. Okay, so when you educate your audience, when you share with them that they can do hypnobirthing, that they can, if you encourage, especially women who are pregnant, we're super vulnerable. We're looking for support. We're looking for someone to please tell us we're going to be okay, right? We're looking for that. And if you give them that encouragement, if you give them that support, they will adore you. When I finished classes, I had some people ring from south of Sydney wanting to do classes. I'm really sorry. I'm not doing classes anymore. I'll pass you on to my colleague. And she was just like, no. I only want to do classes with you. And I was like, I'm really sorry. She's like, but no, I've been watching all your videos. Like, no. So that's the power of doing this stuff. Oh, hang on. I'm unmuting you, Cleaner. Did you raise your hand? Is that your
Yeah, just going off that with the videos. So you had been on my case for quite a while to do videos, and I finally did one. It was my first video was, I think, why should you take a childbirth class? I don't even think I was specific. Maybe I could have been on hypnobirthing in general. But that was ages ago. That would have been about 6 months ago. So recently I had the pleasure of having a really nice size group class. And at the beginning of all my group classes, I say, what brought you to hypnobirthing, and specifically my class? Because there's so many practitioners here in Houston. And one particular couple drove quite a distance for this class. And there was another class in their area the night before my class. And I asked them, I was like, what brought you? And they were like, well, basically, we saw your video and we kind of just liked the look of you. We liked how you kind of like explained everything. And you just clicked with us. Yeah. And this was before I met them. And so that led me into the laws of attraction and all that kind of stuff. It was a perfect intro for me to continue on with my class. Yeah. So yeah, I definitely, I wholeheartedly agree with you. I've full on experienced that myself. It's as the months are going on, we're getting more and more and more practitioners to Houston. And they're fabulous ladies, and they're really, really great for the community. But I still want my classes fuller.
Okay, I'm going to share with you how to stand out in your local classes. Let me give you a couple of tips, okay? So first of all, I want you to go and figure out how many people are searching for Hypnobirthing Houston or Hypnobirthing Texas, okay?
Yeah.
And do videos with those keywords.
How do I do them with the keywords? Do I verbally do it with keywords, or do I put it into my header when I post it to Facebook? Like, you see, Tracey?
Yeah. I know. Hang on.
So that's the piece. I just make a video saying Hypnobirthing Houston for like 5 minutes.
No, let me give you now. I want to give you guys like as much content as possible, but there's so many rabbit holes we can go down and getting deeper into this stuff, which I want to do. Now, I wasn't going to pitch something on the end, and I don't want to feel like this. I'm going to pitch something, but I do want to offer you guys something. Tori and I have put together a 3-week class that we're going to do, and I will dive deep into video marketing. This is going to be like a video masterclass. I will teach you how to do keywords, how to get ranked in Google. I will teach you what to say on your videos, which I'm kind of going to go into a bit now anyway, but I can be more specific and I can be a little bit more one-on-one with you because we'll just have a small group of people. So I will let you guys know if you want to jump onto that. It's super cheap. We're going to do it for like $97 and it's going to be 3 webinars. I'm going to be able to spend one-on-one time with you. Okay. So if you want me to go deep into that, I suggest you jump onto that. Okay. And I'll share exactly, I'll give you the videos and I'll give you the keywords to do cleaner because your niche is like so freaking easy to dominate. It's not funny.
This is the thing. And that's what baffles me when I hear practitioners like not renew their certification because they're not filling their classes. I'm like, did you do this? Did you do this? Are you doing this? Did you go here? Did you talk to this person? Like, it's not that difficult. It's really not that difficult. You just need to put the effort in. You've got to treat it like a business and behave like a business owner, which means going into a space that you can go into that is quiet to do your work and so forth. So, yeah, I'm just at the stage now. I'm a couple of years in and I want my classes fuller. And I want to be busier. So
okay,
that's why I'm here.
Perfect. So one way to stand out amongst other practitioners in your area is if you're in a lot of mothers groups or in those groups where they're asking about birthing classes, you know, what's the difference between calm birth and hypnobirth? I mean, that was always in our area. Or what's the difference between Lamaze and hypnobirthing? Or, you know, has anyone done hypnobirthing? What are your thoughts? Did it work for you? Blah, 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 blah. So, or does anyone know a hypnobirthing teacher in our area? And so then this is all where the birth teachers come in and they just spam, right? They're like, I'm a birth teacher, here's my phone number, blah, 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 blah. And you see like in a Facebook post, you'll see like 20 people just like post their link or post their phone number or whatever. All you need to do, this is so easy, this is so simple. All you need to do is drop a little link of a video and go, plop. Hey there, I teach classes in Houston. This video may help you. I personally do hypnobirthing for my children and I absolutely loved it. Let me know if you have any questions. Boom. Who do you think they're going to contact? This used to happen all the time. So there would be, because there was quite a lot of hypnobirthing, calm birthing, and all these other birth teachers in my area. And when they would do it, there would be a Facebook post and there was 20 or 30 replies from all these midwives, teachers, blah, blah, blah. Who do you think they contacted? Me. Because I was the only one that dropped a video and dropped some value. It automatically stood out because the video popped up in Facebook. So there was like, face, like friendly person. I then tell them some value. I give them some tips about birthing. And all of a sudden they're like, oh, that kind of person answered my question, makes me feel a bit better. I like.
That's really clever. That's really, really clever. Yeah,
easy
totally.
To stand out. So easy. So whenever there is a birth question, and if you've got some Facebook friends in that group as well, ask them to look out for any birth questions. Any birth questions come up, say to them, can you please tag me if you ever see a birth question come up?
They do. I have like a ninja, like bunch of friends here. And oh my gosh, they're absolutely, I've gotten so many placenta encapsulation bookings just from my friends going, you better book her in a nice, loving way.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. So there's a couple of tips for you. Okay.
Thank you.
Good. You got to do the videos and we'll get into that in a second. Okay. So let me see. So I know we talked about kind of 90 days, but what I want to say is let's just go for 6 weeks. 6 weeks from today goes to January 5th or 6th, whatever date it is, okay? So if you went from today to January 5th, because we want to shoot through the goal, because I want you to do content through Christmas, through New Year. Okay, so if we did 2 blog posts or 2 video posts a day, Cleaner, if you just want to do one, just do one. But if you're in home biz, we got way more competition. We need to stand out, okay? We need to do 2. So let's say we have 6 weeks. So we need to come up with 12 pieces of content. Okay. Who wants to give some content ideas? Hey, Hunter, oh my gosh. Little Peggy man. Who wants to jump out? Anyone is welcome to unmute themselves and jump out and just come out with some ideas, and I will shoot some ideas, okay? 3 tips on using Facebook for business. Okay, it's kind of generic. Okay, so there's one. Now you can all do the same if you want to, but mix it up. Okay, or you know, do something similar. Who has bought a product recently? Who's bought an online course or a product recently? Put up your hand. Anyone? Oh, Minnie. Okay, Minnie, what course did you buy? I'm going to unmute you. Hang on.
Justice Egan has a 6-week biz builder challenge.
Cool. Is that like live, or is that pre-recorded one from last year?
It's pre-recorded from last year, but the way he has the link set up, I can get credit in my MLSP promoting the biz builder challenge.
Sweet.
But it's not the one inside the back office.
So
The course he made outside of it.
Hey?
The course he made outside of MLSP, but you get credit for MLSP.
Sweet. Okay. So 6-week biz builder challenge review.
Right.
Sweet. So anytime you buy a course, go through the course and do a review on it. It's a piece of content. So anyone that has bought 3-Minute Expert from Ray Higdon recently, I know Lee's about the only one that doesn't know what I'm talking about. That is a video blogging course. That is the main one that I recommend and that I teach from. It's an incredible course. I know, Kim, you just got it, didn't you? I don't know if you want to be unmuted, Kim, but I will. Can I ask you a question? Is that cool? Kim, are you there?
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, sure. I am.
So you're diving deep into blogging at the moment, aren't you? You're kind of, I think what I'm seeing is you're sort of setting yourself up as a blogging person, blogging expert, right?
I want to, yes.
Yeah. And I've seen that reflected in some of the content that you've been doing, which I think is awesome. So you just got 3-Minute Expert, or did you have it before?
No, I just got it.
Yeah. So go through that course and do a review on that course. Okay. So that's a piece of content.
Yeah, I'm still, digging in.
Okay. So I know that course really well. So there's 2 videos on that course that basically it gives you so many content ideas that you will never run out of things to talk about. Have you got up to those yet, or have you seen that they're in there?
I watched a few. I have to go back. Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah. Okay. So let's just say there was a 3-Minute Expert review. Lee, I see your hand. I will come to you in a second. So let's say 4. Okay. So here's 4 topics already. So I would go to that video and come up with 10 content ideas that demand attention. I don't know. Hang on. 10 content ideas that will attract your ideal client. You could come up with that, right?
Yeah, like the file that he has, the blog titles. Yeah, I saw that one too.
Yeah, but there's a video in there which he teaches, like, you know how I put a link to content ideas, but he did a video on where to find lots of ideas on, you know, topics to talk about in your videos. And just from those videos, like, you could go, he came up with so many content ideas. He's like, you know, go to Amazon, look up your niche, and
Oh yeah.
you remember that? Oh, there's
Yeah.
if you want to find out some content for your audience, go to Amazon, look up book titles that are really popular in your niche, look at the content, look at the comments of people who have written under the books, and see what people are asking. Okay, and then answer those questions. Okay, so there's some good content in there. All right, so 10.
You're talking about blog posts now and video, or both?
You can do both, or you can separate them. So just
my problem is I'm just too distracted. I'm all over.
okay, so let's just do 10 blog post ideas for network marketers.
Yeah, I need to focus.
So that's a good one. So there's a topic for you. 10 blog post ideas for network marketers. Okay. Okay. Facebook recruiting for beginners. Okay, and go and watch a Jessica Higdon video. And you can go on my blog, type in the little search box, type in Jessica Higdon, and you'll come up with that video. So Facebook. So I'm just giving you some ideas, guys. You don't all have to use these, but this is how I sit here and come up with ideas. I'm going to show you another way to come up with ideas as well. So Facebook recruiting tips for beginners.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you know, like you can fancy up the titles and stuff, but see that's 5 ideas already. Okay, and we're going to come up with 12. Here's another thing that I do. I'll give you a way that I go and find really good content. So going back to my main man, Ray Higdon. Okay, and where is he? I'm sharing my screen. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've done it. I've already started searching his blog the other day. Oops. Oh, Leslie raised her hand. Leslie. I can't. Leslie. Yo. You are unmuted.
Oh, good. Okay. So one of the ones that there's a couple that I was getting a lot, and I guess it's, you know, this is going to be for, you know, us who are branding ourselves and working the network marketing angle. But and I actually just did a blog post on one of them, but it was, how do you build your brand? How do you brand yourself? What is a brand? So that was one that I've been getting a lot, and this is from people who are coming in very new to the industry. And the other one was how to define your target market. How do you know who your target market is?
Yeah, it's super cool.
So those are 2 that I come across a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually, yeah, that is true. Yeah, and yeah, I sort of forget the basics sometimes, you know, when you're sort of doing something and you're like, you kind of get more advanced, or you're looking into more advanced strategies and you forget to go back to basics. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so the other day I see Ray Higdon posting a lot about recruiting, how to approach warm market and stuff like that. And it's not something I would say I am fantastic at. And so I just went onto his blog, went in the search thing and just looked up warm market, I think. And I came up with all his blog posts on warm market. So he's got here's one called MLM Tips for When Your Warm Market Ignores You. And I pretty much go to his blogs and I watch his videos, or I read the blog posts and I take some tips. I might only share one of the tips in that. and then I look at who's successful in our niche. Okay, so another guy is Bob Heilig, Nadia and John Melton, look, Eric Worre. Go and look what they're talking about and see the topics that they're blogging about and blog about those topics, but in your own words, okay? So whenever I'm sort of like, I don't know what to talk about. So let's just go to Ray Higdon stuff here. At the moment, he's doing a lot of interviews with people. So there's an idea. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think of that. And to go and interview someone who's had some results. So go and do an interview. Cleaner. I used to go and interview different people. I've interviewed Barbara Harper from Waterbirth International. She was amazing. I interviewed a midwife friend of mine because there was a discussion going on in Facebook about whether the Epino, guys, do not ask me what that is. I know it, but I don't want to explain. People were discussing and arguing over what the Epino was like a good thing to get or not. And I was like, oh my God, no, it's terrible. Like, I think it's terrible. But obviously that's just my opinion, and I don't have an absolute, like, I'm not medically trained as a midwife or a doctor. So I was like, I need someone's like professional opinion on this. And yeah, they had actually, anyway, so that was funny. So I did an interview. Okay, so you don't actually have to be the know-it-all about it. Like, why wouldn't I go? So actually I could do an interview with you, Leslie, about Facebook Lives and, recruiting people or making sales using Facebook Lives, because actually, guys,
that would be fun.
Yeah, right. Actually, I might do that. Okay, hang on. Leslie interview on Facebook Live.
Yeah, why not?
So, Leslie, are you L2 now?
No, I'm still L1. I'm close to L2 though.
You're close to L2.
More.
So, guys, in 6 weeks, Leslie started doing Facebook Live and started making sales from her Facebook Live videos within 4 to 6 weeks.
I don't even think it was that long, because we got back in August and it was end of September. So
now Leslie's been around, but not really actively. You hadn't really been serious or building a list before this time, have you?
It wasn't that I wasn't serious about it. It was more that I had a lot of self-worth issues, and so Live the Dream kind of broke me from that shell. And I just quit giving a shit. So
awesome. Okay, Leslie interview, how to make sales from Facebook Live in your first month. Would you guys like to hear that interview? That would be cool. Okay. That would be cool. Okay, so interview. If you see someone that has a result, go talk to them and ask how they got the result. All right, I'm going to lower your hand. I know Lee had his hand up for ages. Sorry, Lee. Hang on, I'm coming back to you. Okay, I unmuted you. Hi.
Hey, I forgot what my question was. I didn't know how to put my hand down, so thanks for coming to me anyway.
Oh, sorry.
I raised my hand again. Sorry to waste time.
Nah, it's so good. It's so good. Raise it again. I'll come back quicker next time. I see some people putting some stuff in the chat. Just want to check that I'm not missing anything. Okay. Yes, I do lies at getting nothing back, no leads, etc. Alicia, I would highly suggest you talk to Leslie. I reckon you should interview Leslie as well about that, because that would be good. Oh yeah, Cleaner. Cleaner says I could interview Lee for fitness during pregnancy. That's a good idea. Cool. Okay. My building ranked up the heat, so my place is a furnace right now. You poor thing, Minnie. Okay. Let's, all right, go back to that. Where else do I go? Let's see what Ray has blogged about recently. Because this guy's a blogging machine, guys. This guy just does videos every single day. Super simple script to help with network marketing, recruiting, rejections. So that's cool. Some people ask a lot about that. Okay, let me show you another place to go get really great, easy content. Okay, I'm going to go into my MLSP account. If you guys don't know what MLSP is, it's called My Lead System Pro. It is basically like a marketing university, which teaches you how to attract leads for your network marketing company. But now a lot of people use it even if they're not in network marketing. If you, password. It has a lot of tools and training in there. It gives you a blog, gives you capture pages, all that sort of stuff, lots of tools. But yeah, mostly this is where I've learned a lot of the marketing training. Why is it being slow? Okay. Nah.
Can I just say something while you're doing that? Just a tip that I got the other day from John and Nadia Melton was that they were saying, like, really listen to your audience. So if people come to you with the same question, even twice, like 2 different people with the same question, that's like a really good indication that you should create a piece of content on that. So whether you just do a blog post or whether you go more into it and make like a resource that you can refer other people to that come to you. So like for me, I've made a resource that's like a business planner. So when people come to me and, have questions, whatever, I can refer them to that resource. So if anyone comes to you, like your audience is a really good place to get topics if people are asking you questions about stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's why I created the download on the front of my blog, which is the 103 video and blog post ideas, because I get this, not even a question, but the statement. I don't know what to talk about in my videos. I never know what to say. I've run out of topics to talk about. And I was like, oh my God, I got so many coming out my butt. Like, seriously, I could come up with content and topic ideas like all day long. Okay. If I really sat there and was like, okay, what am I going to do? So I'll tell you mine in a second. Okay. In My Lead System Pro, there's heaps of training. We've got marketing strategies here, and you could go through that. Oh, sorry, I spat at the screen. You could go through that and basically take some notes and share that training. But I want to show you something else, because these are really quick to listen to. See here, if you go into your training section and you go to the Training Wake Up Call podcasts, can I tell you guys, most of you know who Bert Bledsoe is, right? Bert Bledsoe basically built his business. He didn't know anything about network marketing. He didn't know how to build a list. He didn't know how to sell stuff. And he basically went to these wake-up calls. Oh, let's go here. Here they are. So I've got this on a podcast on my phone, but I'm just going to show you here on the computer. Okay, these are all the recordings of the podcast. So every morning they have a podcast, and one of the MLSP leaders, so someone who has success in their business, does a podcast. Okay, it's about 20 minutes long. Sometimes they're 15 minutes long. Oh my God, do you guys know this is like golden nugget stuff? So if you went into there, took some notes, and then did a video on it. Or Bert, here's the example, Bert Bledsoe, he started something and he said, okay, I'm going to do a webinar every day. Now this, obviously our webinar is going for a long time right now, but he did a webinar, I think it may have been 20 minutes long, 30 minutes long, but he did it daily. And this is the biggest thing, guys, is being really consistent, okay? So he did a webinar every single day. And I was like, wow, how do you come up with content every single day? You know what he did? He went to the MLSP wake-up calls and he went like this. So, okay, so this latest one is obviously the one that's just happened yesterday or whatever. He went like this. He goes, yeah. So he went back to July. So he went back to, let's look for some good ones. So he's going back to June and he went like this. Wake-up call with Steve Krivda, Facebook recruiting, what you must know. So basically he listened to that and took some notes on Facebook recruiting, what you must know. And he did a webinar on that. That's it. Okay. Next day, he goes, next, how to shift your paradigm for success. Right? That was the topic for the webinar the next day. Next day, follow the yellow brick. Well, I don't even know what that was about, but whatever. So a lot of these are mindset, but then there's some that are, so if you maybe, let me. Why to go over live events and how to profit huge from them. So that's kind of a good topic, how to profit from events, because there's actually some really good strategies about that. Like I said, 5 tips to massive action. Now, Erin Birch, if you guys know who Erin Birch is, incredible. Oh my God, she drops really, really good information all the time. I mean, all these guys do, but power of storytelling. The Zen of marketing. Oh no, I don't know if she did another one. Diane Hochman did another one called Zero Level Marketing, and it's somewhere here. So some of these are very, let's see. I'm going to go back because there was a few. They were kind of more strategy stuff. How MLSP helped me sponsor 50 people in 1 month. Do a webinar on how a guy sponsored 50 people in a month and share the strategies that Aaron shared in this wake-up call. Okay, I'm going to open the chat because there's lots of people asking questions. Can I get this video? Yes, you can, Lee. I recorded it. Must run. Thanks, Tracy. Much love. No worries, cleaner. Thank you so much. Minnie, are you talking about Bert? You said they said he did it without an audience at first. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was true. Yes, Kim. Sometimes I listen to 3 to 4, one after the other. Yeah. Oh, Leslie, Zero Level Marketing. Yeah, was that last week? That was quite cool. That was really interesting, wasn't it? Let's see. And you just have to go into these again. 5 consistent activities to create lasting change in your business. Let's go. The road to L1. So this is the road to level 1 in your business. Like, I'm sorry, but this is like years worth of stuff here. It just keeps going. Attitude adjustment. You can't. 10 common characteristics of successful home business. Productivity secrets. How to grow your business fast. Who wants to know that? Maybe I should. This is perfect. Maybe I should. I'm going to stop sharing now. I'm going to go listen to that. Who wants to know that? Like, that's a good video. How to grow your business fast. Okay, so I'm just going to write next to that, Aaron Parker wake up call, so I can remember to go back and listen to that. Okay. Kim says, how do you do the interview not on Facebook Live? Kim, you could get Zoom like this, and you could, because Zoom, you can record, like you just press record. I don't know if you can record with the free one, but I pay $15 a month for this Zoom because it's unlimited time. But even with the free one, can you record with the free one still?
You can, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I'd recorded before I upgraded.
Yeah, cool. Okay. All right, so say I've got, what have I got here? Okay, so I have 7 topics so far. Oh my gosh. Okay, what would you guys, let's come up with some like Christmassy kind of ones. Actually, do you know what? Daz, who's one of my coaching clients, he was like, he actually wrote a book on Amazon. How funny is this? He wrote a book on Amazon and it was like dinner parties 101 or something. Like, he's really good at doing dinner parties. And I thought that was hilarious. And he's like, could I do like a Christmas video on how to create the perfect dinner party? And I was like, sure. Like, I know it's kind of off topic, but why not? Why not put a Christmas hat on and do this? Because, you know, we're all marketers, we're all, you know, network marketers, but we're also people, and we also all want to enjoy family and have a great Christmas dinner. What about, oh, I know, you know how Oprah does her like favorites list? What's her list called? What's her favorite list called? Anyone know? What's it called? Oprah's favorite things. That's it. Thank you, Minnie. You could do your favorite things and do like your favorite network marketing products. And you could actually, this is a cool idea. You could help promote your friends. Okay, because guess what? When you promote your friends, and say you did my top 10 network marketing products for Christmas 2016, okay, and I might say I like the mascara from Unique, go get it from Tori, or you're not in Unique anymore. Go get it from, who's in Unique still? Julie. Julie, okay. What else do I like? I love the essential oils, doTERRA. Leslie still promotes doTERRA, so I might send to Leslie. If I've tried maybe some of Deb, maybe I haven't actually tried your skincare stuff yet, but if I had, I might sort of go, I really like this stuff. Or my friend, who else? Tanya Lynn. She promotes that lash boost stuff from Rodan and Fields, and I'm going to try that actually, and I might put that on the list. And I would promote to my friends. Now, what do you think is going to happen if you're promoting a list of these cool products, your favorite things, and you're promoting all your friends? Do you think your friends might promote your blog post or your video because you're featured in it? Yeah, definitely. I saw there's a guy called Eric Johnson or something. Do you guys know who that guy is? Allie and her upcycled leather bags, for sure, Leslie. Actually, I love her bags. They're gorgeous. So there's this guy, right? And he promotes like top MLM blogs or whatever. And I don't know how he rates what the top MLM blogs, but every time someone gets featured, they're like, oh my God, this guy asked me for an interview. He wants to feature me on his blog, blah, blah, blah. And they rave about it on Facebook. They then go share his blog posts all over their, all through their social media content. And so there's like this win-win. So someone's feeling great because they've got, their ego stroked and they've been promoted and featured on someone's blog. But then Eric has also got his blog post promoted by someone else as well. And that's that viral kind of content marketing, okay? So I'm going to go 8. Top 10 favorite network marketing products for Christmas. Tracey's Christmas list. Tracey's MLM Christmas list. Yeah, that's a good one actually. Okay, you could do something like that. You guys can copy. I'm totally fine with that. Or if you have way better ideas, please do them. Okay, what are we up to? 9. Let's come up with we're going to 12. How to manage a business and kids in school holidays. Now, I know it's a little bit different for you guys if you're not in Australia, but I know that a lot of mums, especially in Australia, summer holidays, Christmas time, and still trying to keep their business afloat, I know that's a big deal. How to cope with your home business, holidays, juggling home business. Yeah, juggling home business, holidays, and kids. Okay, so I'm up to 9. Okay, 10. Do you know what I was going to do? Because I put Daisy, my cat, in a lot of my videos, I actually reached out to a few other people. Minnie, I don't know if I have asked you yet, but I would like to. So basically I was thinking of who are my friends in network marketing that have either featured their animals or their animals kind of are prominent on their social media profiles or whatever. And I'm like, I'm going to feature network marketing pets, home business pets. Okay, so I'm going to do a little funny video on home business pets and sort of go, hey, here's Minnie and da-da-da-da, and her cat, or my friend or my business coach, Ryan Yukomi. He has this gorgeous little wiener dog, Hudson, and who jumps and catches popcorn all the time. There's just funny little things. And I was like, I'm going to do, home business pets. And that's just a total entertainment one. Pets. Okay, what about something like business planning or MLM business planning for 2017, or how to come up with the best business plan for 2017. So in fact, I'm probably going to go back and watch a video. I'm going to go search Tanya Eliza's blog, because she does this well. She does this in December and helps you come up with a business plan for like 2017. So 2017 home business plan that sets you up for success or something. Okay.
How about daily method of operation for the beginner blogger?
Sweet. DMO, beginner blogger. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Yeah, please tell me ideas. What? Blog layout, if attaching a video, what kind of content in video versus text? Say.
Yeah, so that's one of the things that I always get like kind of caught up with when I'm doing my blogs is what kind of content should I be providing in my video versus what I'm putting in text? Should I have more text than, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like,
yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
Because I don't want to be like paint and repeat going through the forest.
Okay, so I used to, and I just saw a mini suggestion, 12 days of marketing. Brilliant. That's so good. Yeah, do fun stuff. Do cool stuff like that. That's going to be that Christmassy kind of theme with great content, great value. How to drive traffic to your blog using Twitter. Perfect, Bill. Awesome. Hi, Bill, I've been staring at your face of your photo, and I haven't even said hello to you properly. Hello. Leslie, yes. So I used to just transcribe my video and kind of like, I wouldn't put the actual transcription, but I would put most of it and then sort of maybe fill it out a little bit more. Because there's going to be people who like watching the video, and there's going to be some people who just like reading the text. Or you can kind of look at what Ray Higdon does, and he puts a whole lot of content around his video. Sometimes I just don't have time. But then you look at Keisha's blog, so Keisha Bass, no content around her video. I don't know if she just doesn't have time, but hey, she's doing pretty well, and she just pumps out a lot of video content. So I don't know if that's right or wrong. I guess it's, consistency is better than perfection, right?
I can look at Jelena's as well, Tracey, and she's got like, so say if she does like 5 tips or something on one of her videos, and then she'll like go into detail on like 2 of them in the text, and then say like, check out this video will tell you like another 3 or something. So I did that in a couple of months.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah. Okay, so Lee says, how to lose 1 pound a day by taking this herb. Perfect. What is the safe amount to lose? What's the safer, or what's the safe amount of weight to lose per week? Like, how some people will lose a whole lot of weight on a crash diet, but then it will just come straight back on, versus, crash dieting versus sustainable weight loss. Actually, that's a good video topic. Yeah, I mean, what people are asking you, what people need, right? Okay. With blogging, okay, so say we've come up with 12 things, okay? So I want you to get your calendar. Sorry, I know this is going a long time, but you really can go into deep stuff, right? So this afternoon, or whenever you get off tomorrow, whatever, I've got my content, I've got my topics, okay? I've got my topics. I'm now going to put them, like I'm going to put, this one here. I'm going to write the topic. I'm going to write that one here, that one there, like this, okay? And all through to January. Oh, don't have the next page. January. Okay, so I'm going through to, will probably be January 6th. I have enough information for now. All right, so we've got that. I'm going to also put underneath, so say I've put this on Monday, my top one, let's just say I'm doing, what was the other one I did? So I'm going to review 3-Minute Expert. That's going to be my video because I'm going to review a course. Lee, you could review some products, Okay, so that's where you can review some of the names of the products. You can do reviews, or you could do this, you know, this product versus this product, or top 5, you know, products in the market, and kind of give your honest opinion on, you know, your rating of them or something like that. Okay, so I'm going to write this in my calendar, and I'm going to write email list underneath it, because I need to email my list. And then I'm also going to write under there share. In a second, I'm going to share with you where to share all this stuff, okay? Oh, because that's the next step. Okay, so then on Tuesday, like I said, I have a Wednesday webinar which MLSP promotes for me. They do the webinar for us. So I'm going to write here, email list about webinar. I'm going to write on Wednesday, email list about webinar again. And I may even do 2 emails on that day if I'm going to do 1 hour before or 15 minutes before, saying we're on, where are you, or something like that, or starting now, or whatever. Then on Thursday, I've got blog, email list, share. Okay, that's pretty much what I'm doing. Now, with my 5 Facebook Live videos, remembering they're just short little tips. It doesn't have to be on something specific. It could be something that someone's asked you that day. It could be, so 4 of the videos that I do with Facebook Live are usually content-based, and then I will usually do a very short Facebook Live on a weekend, which is not business. So my weekend one is lifestyle. So my weekend one is, hey, I'm on a ferry today. Or Julie and I, so my friend Julie, I don't know if she's still on here, her husband is the captain on the ferries at Manly across Sydney Harbour, like amazing, right? So we jump on the ferry, he drives us across to Watson's Bay, where we go to Doyle's, this famous restaurant, and we're like over on this idyllic beach on the other side of Sydney, and I was like, oh my God, this is incredible. And so I wanted to show off that we were doing that, and so I did a little video. Hey guys, we're at Watson's Bay today. We've just had beautiful fish and chips at the famous Doyle's on the beach here, blah blah blah, and just giving an insight, like a behind the scenes of our life. Nothing to do with business, but I want my people who are following me, because I'm treating them kind of like friends as well. I share with people sometimes that I'm taking my daughter to hospital. Hey guys, we're doing a lung function test today. This is what's happening. She blows into this tube, which is like a game on the computer. How cool is this? You're giving people like that little, it's like a reality TV show. You want to be able to get people to really know, like, and trust you, and get attached to you. So it's more about you that they're buying than your specific product. So what I'll do, sometimes I won't write this out for the next 6 weeks, but I will write out on my phone in my notes on a Sunday. I'll come up with some topics that I'm going to talk about on my Facebook Live. Okay, so you could write those out on your 5 days. I don't specify what days I do my 5 Facebook Lives. Because sometimes I just don't feel like being on camera every day. And so if I'm just not feeling it that day, I go, nah, this is going to be, one of my days off. Right? And so then I'll do one on a Sunday instead, which is maybe the weekend one. Or like I already did one today. Okay. And I did one today, and it was basically, I was down at the beachfront. I was having my walk. I was showing everyone Manly Beach. And I was talking about how I'm going to do a webinar, and I was sort of saying, you know, what can I offer? Everyone's going to be offering these Black Friday deals. You know, what can I offer that's going to be helpful for people, blah, blah, blah. So that is, that's the content part. Next thing I want to show you, and we're going to wrap up after that, is where I share this, because it's all great to share content or to create content. Sorry guys, I know this is going along. It's all great to create content, but if you don't get eyeballs on it, and I'm gonna pull Leslie out. I'm gonna highlight her for a second, because I thought it was funny when she first began vlogging, and she's like, I don't know if you remember this, Leslie, but you were kind of wondering, I think, why you didn't have any leads, or why not many people had seen your video or whatever. And I kind of called her out. I hope you don't mind. And I was like, so where did you share it? You're like, I shared it in all these places. And I was like, yeah, tell me exactly where you shared it, okay? And she's like, well, I shared it on Facebook, and then I shared it in like these 2 other groups, and then I shared it on my Instagram, and then I think you emailed your list, and I was like, okay, so that's probably 5 places. I share it in about 80. And she was like, oh, okay. So every time, and this is just for my blog posts, okay, and I know this is heavy, but this will get you absolutely noticed, okay? And there's other ways. If you don't want to spend the time sharing your blog posts in all the places, spend money boosting the posts and doing Facebook ads. Like, honestly, you don't have to do this. I just do it because Ray Higdon taught me to do it, and that guy, what was he earning on his blog? It was like something ridiculous, like 50 grand a month from his blog. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to do what that guy does. So I just do what successful people do, right?
You know what's really funny about that, Tracey, is I don't think I've even changed any of that. I still don't really share it anywhere.
Yeah, but
like my thing is, you know, I do my Facebook Lives, and
yeah.
then if somebody's like, oh, you know, I don't know, I'm like, oh, you know, if you go over to my blog, I have a blog about that. It's like, I don't really share them out too much. And honestly, I don't blog as much as I should because I'm on Facebook Live so much, it seems like. But yeah, I just tell people just to go over to my blog, and like, it's right there, or I'll go get the link for them.
Yeah, but see, your Facebook Live strategy is where it's been working out for you. Now, if anyone here who's not an MLSP doesn't have the Facebook Live strategy, it's really cool. Go to tracyrose.com/Facebook Live. I love Vinny. I was actually thinking about Kay. So Vinny and I know this guy, Kay. You guys, everyone knows Kay Somji. He's an MLSP. He's been having hair transplant surgery, and I was watching his video yesterday, and it's actually really good. You guys should go and watch that. If you don't know Kay, Minnie put his name in there. You can look it up properly. Go look at him on Facebook. He did a video yesterday sharing about his hair transplant surgery, but he also talked about why he was sharing that and how he basically is building his business by like kind of creating his own reality kind of show, or how is he saying it? Like, how is he saying it, Minnie? Like, I don't know, giving an insight to his life or something, was it? Okay, anyway, so go have a look at that. What? Kim Kardashian? Yeah, it's kind of like Kim Kardashian. Okay, so let me show you where I share my stuff when I have done a video. Okay, so I do upload my videos to YouTube. Okay, I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you exactly what I would go and do. So you might want to take note on this. Okay, let's look at the latest blog post that I did. Okay, so this is my blog if you haven't seen it. Okay, so a few weeks ago I had been feeling work burnout, and I used a few strategies to kind of get myself back on track. And I thought that obviously I don't think I'm the only one that goes through this, so I thought it'd be kind of cool to talk about it. So, okay. Now, I upload, first of all, I'm just going to YouTube first. Okay. Are you feeling... Okay, so I've got this burnout video, okay? So this is what I do. Okay, so I upload my video, and I haven't really promoted this very much yet. Upload my video to YouTube. I then go here, share. I click pretty much every share button along there that I can. Some of them are sort of like weird gobbledygook things that I haven't linked to, but basically I'll go like this. I go share to LinkedIn, and the LinkedIn thing comes up. Hopefully I'm logged in. I'm just going to share. Shared. Done. Dig. Submit. Done. Pinterest. Oh, choose board. Done. Tumblr. Like I basically just go along there. Okay, done. Sorry. I don't usually share it to Facebook from here because I'm going to share to Facebook in another way. Okay, I don't like that link, so I'm not going to do that. It's the only one I don't know. And I don't, yeah, there's some other Russian ones here that I don't know. I'll just leave it. Okay, then I go here. I grab this link. I go to Aweber or whatever your email list is and go and email your list and tell them about your new blog. Hey, do you ever feel like you're burning out from building your home business? I've been feeling this lately, blah. I was missing deadlines. I was letting people down, blah, blah, blah. Here's the link. Okay, obviously say it in a better way than that, but you get the picture, right? Okay, so I've gone and done that. Then I go to Facebook. Here. Oh my God, what's going on here? I go to Facebook. I'll go, oh my God, there's my mom in a Hummer. She's on a Christmas party today. Okay, I go to my business page. I will post it here. Feeling work burn out, question mark, 6, what was it? 6 steps to get back on track. Okay, I might even put an emoji. Can I run an emoji? Well, it's taking me long. Let's put like a sad emoji. All right, I'm going to copy that and I'm going to paste it, publish it. Okay, from there, oh, let's refresh this. This is, you might want to just write this down if you're not already. Now, I did this for the first year of doing this blogging. I now have a VA that does this for me. Okay, because I just didn't have the time to do all this anymore. And I thought that my time was better spent doing something else. But like I said, I did do this in the beginning all myself for the first year. So I will get this and sometimes I'll boost the post, but I'm actually going to boost something else later. So I'll go share. Okay, and then I'm going to share in about 20 to 30 different Facebook groups. Okay, I'm going to share in a group name. I'm going to look up MLM. Okay. Oh, actually, I might not put it there. Well, actually, I don't share the posts. I usually just go in the groups. Sorry, guys. Sorry, let me just go back to where the groups. So I favorite all the groups here just so that I can get to them really quick. So what I'll do is I'll open the links all in different, like in a new tab, and I'll just go like this, okay? So let's just say I opened 10 pages at a time. I'll go into this group. I go paste. Done. Okay, close that page. Go to this group, paste. Done. You need to go into groups that have your ideal clients in it. So a lot of these people in these groups, we do kind of label them as spam groups because there's a lot of people just spamming stuff. But here, I'm not selling anything. All my posts are value-based, and so they stand out. I've also got eye-catching pictures that I like to do so they stand out as well. If you're putting this stuff everywhere all the time, you automatically will stand out. So just say I've done it in all those groups, okay? Then I'll go to Instagram and I'll go and post it on my Instagram. Then I go to Google Plus. And I go to here on the left here, it says communities. And these are all the communities that I have visited. So I open all those pages. Now, I know this seems like a lot if you don't want to do this. This is why I got a VA to do this, because you could get someone to do this for $5 an hour for you, you know, $4 an hour, whatever, from the Philippines. Go to, oh my gosh, Sherry was recommending someone the other day. Odesk, I think it is. So I haven't used Odesk yet, but apparently with Odesk, if you hire them all through the system, the Odesk takes screenshots every like 10 minutes of them doing work for you, apparently. So if you wanted them to just go and post some stuff for you, it's such a good use of your time, or you could just do it yourself, which is fine. So I would go into the group. All right, let's just open that one. And sometimes I may just like go post in there. I'm always waiting for the image to come up because the image is really going to make you stand out. Oh, okay. Choose a category. Sometimes I'm also looking for, where's my thing? It's coming, I think. It's going to pop up in a second. Oh, there it is. Sometimes I might also look for, like, I'll have a quick scan and just go, is there anyone that is asking a question, or I could just go like it, or I don't know, just to kind of get their attention. Okay, they might then come look at my stuff. Back to the Facebook groups. There's a lot of syndication groups. There's a couple of really good ones. Blog syndication, where's that one? Blog Blitz sharing group. I think this is the MLSP group. Yeah, this one. This one's quite a good one. This is a group where if you post see, Lisa has put here, posts for Thursday, November 24th. So I would go in there, and there's rules within this group. And if I posted my thing, I just have to go and comment and share 5 people's blog posts. Now, I don't want to share this on my Facebook wall because Facebook is like my place. But see, I don't really use Twitter much, so I'm happy to like put it out on my Twitter. But it's still sharing. It's still getting a social share. So Google will appreciate that for their blog. So it's fine. So I would go and open up 5 people's blogs, and then I would go and post my blog and go, thanks guys. And I will have said that I've commented and shared on 5 other people's blog posts. What else am I doing? Oh, I go to LinkedIn. So this is why my little strategy with the blog post takes about 3 hours, is because of all this stuff. Like you record the video, you edit the video, upload the video, write the blog post, and then you spend the next hour or whatever just sharing it everywhere. Okay. LinkedIn. Where is it? Oh, interests groups. Okay, let's go into this group. Post. Oh, it didn't come up with a picture. Oh, well, that's fine. And I'll go and share I'm probably in about, I think maybe only 10 or 15 or 20 groups in LinkedIn. Okay, so now once I've done that, and I know this sounds like a long process, but once you've done it a few times, this is like boom, 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 boom. Every Monday, every Thursday, you do this, gets your shit out there. Like, you are everywhere. People are like, who is this person? Unfollow them, or you know what people do? They may not indicate that they're watching you in the beginning. They might not buy anything from you in the beginning. They're stalking you. They literally stalk you. It's really funny. So people will ring me on the phone, whether they're going to join my company or they're asking me about how to market or whatever. And they're like, oh, I'm kind of embarrassed to say, I feel like I've kind of been fake. I feel like I've been sort of stalking you in the background. And I'm like, too funny, totally normal. I get this all the time. So this is what happens after a while, especially people who may not be ready to buy in the beginning. They'll watch you for a couple of months even. Okay, next thing I do, this is one thing I've added that Ray does not do. Like he does do now, but I added a little bit more. So that video that I had on burnout, he says to now a couple of hours later, so say you've gone and shared it everywhere else, you then go upload the video straight to Facebook. So I'm not talking about the blog post. I'm talking about the video straight from your desktop to here. And this is what I'm going to add in a second. So say I added the video, okay? I'm not going to add it now. I'm just going to go to one that I already added. Let's go find the one I've already added. I did one yesterday, I think. It's going. Okay, here's one. Here's one I've added. What is the best phone setup for Facebook Live? Okay, so I've uploaded the actual video, and a lot of the time I'll add captions as well, but anyway, I won't go into that. What I want to do now is I want to boost this post because this is a really good video. Okay, so I'm going to boost the post. I think Ray boosts the blog post, but I don't do that because I found that the videos are like way more effective. So I'll go boost this, and I'll go boost it for $5 a day. So you can do more, you can do less, whatever. I'm just going to boost it. Let's see. People who like, I boost it to people who like my page. Sometimes I'll also have a likes campaign going, but you know, whatever, I just boost to people who like my page. Sometimes, I've done a couple of times, people who like my page and their friends, but people don't really know you. Anyway, you boost, paste number, be approved. Oh, because they don't like the word Facebook in it. Poop. Let's go find another one. Oh, okay, cancel. You guys get to know what I mean, right? Oh, boost paused. Sorry, let's go find another one. Here's one. No, that was a Facebook Live. I don't want to boost that. Here's one. Okay, new video, Divi themes, Divi theme images. Lots of people ask me how to do the images on this blog theme that I do all the time. So I'll go and boost that. Then what I go and do, this is the thing that I added. I now, you know how I shared in all those Facebook groups before? I now go and share this video to groups. I know this is a pain in the butt, but I don't know if you've noticed, but my videos are in a lot of places. Okay, so I'm going to go to MLM. And I'm just going to post it. And I sit here and do it about 10 times, and then I'll take a break. And I come back and do it another 10 times, maybe, or maybe even 5 times at a time. Let's see, Australian Network Marketing MLM. I had to put in there. That one, because it's like a specific blog post theme video, I might not get that much, but whereas if it was a recruiting one, so I'd probably, if I was going to put in MLM groups, I'm going to go like a recruiting video that I've done. Maybe let's go look for another one. I'll see. So I've got a notification. Alan, who I know, likes my post in MLM Mastery Group United. So even though people might not be like joining straight away, even your colleagues are watching you going, what are they doing over there? Like, what is going on? Like, they're freaking everywhere. Or, you know, people will follow you for ages, or some people are ready to kind of join. So here's an example. I'm going to stop sharing for a bit. Here's an example of why I think videos, I know I'm preaching to the choir here, but I just want to highlight what's happened lately. So I joined a new network marketing company a couple of months ago, actually not even 3 months ago. I had like 20 people join. I think there's about 60 people, 70 people below in my team already. I've not even been recruiting the last month. Excuse me. But I've been doing videos consistently for the past year. I've also been doing Facebook Live videos. So the types of messages that I get are, let's see, Bess, she was on here before. She messaged me and said, hey, Tracey, I've been watching your Facebook Live videos for a while. I don't know what she said, like, I really like them, whatever. I really want to have a chat. I really want to get, you know, I want to work with you. And basically we got on the phone, and what had already happened is Bess had been watching me for a while and had already then subconsciously decided that I was the person that she wanted to work with. She feels like she gets value. She likes my video style. She, you know, we get along really well. She thought, you know, we're friends. She likes a lot of the stuff that I'm into. And she got started in MLSP. So she went straight into Mastery MLSP, and she went to the top level in my network marketing company straight away. So that was all within, I don't know, an hour or two. And after, or maybe she'd sent me the message and we organised the phone call for the next day or something like that. So this is not unusual. But it's so funny because you get those messages like, wow, that's so cool. And I was like, oh, but hang on. That's what I wanted. That's exactly why we do this. This is why we do this strategy. This is why we pump those videos out. I know it's a lot of work, but it will absolutely pay off. So here's my advice of what to do following this video. So with all this stuff that we've learned, and actually I told my coaching client to do this week. So we've come up with 12 content pieces for you, 12 pieces of content that you could talk about. And I've also given you a whole lot of other places where you can go and get ideas for your Facebook Live. You can copy other people's, you can, you know, within your own words or whatever, go listen to the wake up calls, whatever. Okay, you've got plenty. You should never run out of things to talk about. I've given you my download as well. So now what I would encourage you to do is go and record 6 videos in one go. So we've got 12 blog post videos, right? Go and record 6 videos in one go. So batching your content is going to be really, really productive. So go, so we've got our ideas, right? Then what do? So you've got your topics. Now, get a page for each of your topic. Write your topic at the top of the page. Write this down the page. Fill it in. You got your video content done. Okay, that could take you 10 minutes. All right, so you might spend an hour coming up with all your content. It might take half an hour, depending on how deep you want to go into a topic or whatever. Okay, so now you've got 6 pieces of content. Now go and record them. Go and record them all in one go. You could, here's an idea, do one with a Santa hat. Then, hat hair. Then go do one with reindeer ears. Okay? Now do one. Ladies, take earrings off. It's what I do all the time. I go record all these videos in one go. And then we got flowers. And we look totally different. And now I'm going to, oh, someone's calling me through my thing. Hang on, let me reject it. No, sorry. Hang on, guys, sorry. Try and get rid of that. Okay. Go away. Wait 1 second, I'm coming back. Wait a second. Oh my gosh, there goes my backdrop. Oh, you haven't made an appearance, Daisy. Okay. Here we go. And then the next video is Daisy and the flowers. All right, so I'm going to spend the next hour recording so if you do 6 videos today or tomorrow, you've got 3 weeks worth of content. Okay? That's why you batch all your stuff. Good girl, Daisy. Batch all your stuff. Guys, so Ray Higdon, it's like I love the guy or something. Ray Higdon just goes and puts a different shirt on. So Lee, you know, go change your workout shirt, whatever. I don't think you want to put flowers in your hair, but you know, whatever you want to do. Simon, go change your shirt. You got a nice shirt. What is that? Like a peach color or a red shirt? I can't quite tell in the lighting. Red shirt. You know, the next video, pop on a blue shirt. The next video, go and stand at another wall. Like, so this is a backdrop. I have another backdrop on the back of it, and it's like a office scene. I don't know if you can really see that, but it looks like it's like whatever. I didn't always have backdrops, by the way. If you've seen any of the videos, let me give you some examples. I like, just personal style, I like a very clear white background. Oh, Simon, who's that? Hang on, I'm going to unmute you because I need to know who this little pussycat is. Hey.
It's Skylar, my daughter's cat.
Oh, hi, Skylar. Oh, he's so cute. Right? So isn't it funny, right? When we have our kids or our pets come on, we all kind of go, oh, like, you know,
she's in 4-H, and she's also got 8 rabbits, and we've got 2 dogs.
Cool. That's so awesome. So I've been working with a lady, Lay. She's awesome. I adore her. And she owns some stables, right? These gorgeous stables. And so she does her morning Facebook Live with her coffee. And she actually is in a coffee company, by the way. She does coffee what is it, like Healthy Coffee or something? I don't even know what company it is, but she's in Healthy Coffee. Okay. And she does. She goes outside. She wears the cowboy hat. She's just beautiful Texan. Actually, I think she's originally from Hawaii, but she's just so cool. Love her. Loves animals. Sometimes she'll do it with her horse there, or she's just like, "Hey guys, I'm out." And sometimes she's doing a Facebook Live and she's riding the horse, so you can kind of see like the front of the horse and then the paddocks or the sunrise. And I'm just like, that's so cool, right? Way more interesting than just always being on a white wall or whatever. But yeah, mix it up. Just it's about like having fun with it and letting people in, knowing who you are. That's what will really attract people to you. Okay, I'm gonna mute you. Sorry, Simon. So, oh my gosh, I'm like content overload. Sorry. I really hope that I didn't actually overwhelm you with too much, but sometimes when I get onto this stuff, I just sort of want to tell you, like, I want you to know everything so that there's no like, oh, she missed that bit out, or, you know what I mean? Like, okay. So, Kathleen, I didn't say hi to you before. Hi. So what I want to share with you guys, this is an offer if you want to join. There is absolutely no pressure, but I wanted to offer you guys something that if you wanted to work with me a bit closer, especially going into the video stuff. So once I've sort of shared with people the content ideas, they're like, yeah, cool, got that down. But the thing, see what Cleaner did before, she was on here, the lady that does the birth classes, like she's come up with content. Now, what's holding her back from actually recording and putting out all these videos? Like, honestly, a lot of it's a mindset thing. Lee, you would understand with like, even with exercise, right? We all know how to exercise. We know how to eat right. So what's holding us back a lot of the time, it's our mindset. And it's the same with doing videos and marketing and stuff. So I can really help you get over that. I can dive deep and into keyword marketing. So I can show you how to do I can find out what keywords your market is looking for. I'll tell you what keywords to go for, how to rank those keywords, we'll go into more about how to get over your fear of doing the videos. So if you want, and I'm kind of assuming this is going to be kind of small group, so you've got lots of attention. So we're going to do what we're calling a video masterclass. Tori and I are going to host it, and it's just going to be over the next 3 weeks. We're going to do some really intimate, like webinar type style sort of thing like this. It'll be shorter. We won't do 3 hours. Sorry, guys. If that interests you, I literally put a page together like 5 minutes before the webinar. So please, there's not much details on it, bar what I'm telling you now. This is what I'm going to include. Okay, let me show you what I'm going to include. If you go to traceyrose.com/video masterclass, that's where you can sign up. So we're going to pop everyone into a Facebook group. We're going to do 3 webinars. 2 of them are going to be heavily on content. The third one will be very much Q&A and very much like personal. You tell me exactly what is your stuff. I will go find your keywords for you. I'll show everyone how we're doing that. Tell me what your struggles are with video. Do you want me to do a video with you? Like, I'm actually happy. Here's the thing. I've helped people get over the fear of doing a video by actually doing their first video with them. I'm happy to do that, and there is a way that you can do that. Okay, so we're going to do those 3 classes. We'll be in a Facebook group, so if you need to ask questions in between the webinars, that is fine. I'm going to offer as a bonus, I did do a a blogging tutorial class, which is on how to build Divi blogs. Now, some of the people in that class have learned how to build those blogs, and now going on and are offering blog setup, and they're being paid to learn how to set up blogs, because I teach them basically, here's how to set up, here's how you basically write to your clients, here's what to ask them for, here's how to blah, 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 blah. Okay, I sold that class for $97, so that's included. You get that free, so you get that that recording as well. So this video masterclass is only going to be for $97. So that's 3 classes plus the full Divi course, which we did, which was also $97. Let me show you quickly I'll show you some of the blog posts, some of the blogs that I created with that blog course. Mine. So the blog course will show you how to do up this kind of blog. So this is one style. There's kind of 2 styles that we do. But Divi is a complicated theme, and most people have struggled to figure out how to do it by themselves. I took 6 months to figure out how to do it, and so I decided then to teach everyone else how to do it. So this is my blog. You see the brick background? That's why I got the brick background as my backdrop. Okay, so this is my blog. Let me show you some others. This is one I did. Oh, let me show you Leslie's. She's on here. And Tori's. Okay, Tori's is a little bit different. Facebook Life and Business. Set up very similarly. A lot of the people that I work with are similar to me. They want that home office style. So Leslie's was a little bit different again. Oh my God, I love this desktop look. That was my favorite one. She's like, I want that one. I was like, okay. There's her blog post beneath there. And so we've got so you can completely customize it. And that's what I've taught how to do in that blogging setup course. I show you, literally it's a 4.5 hour course. I've broken it up now into videos, and I walk you step by step. Click here, paste here. Here's how to create your images. Here's how to upload it. This is the size, blah, blah, blah. It's very, very straightforward. One other one I wanted to show you. Oh, Elena. I haven't domain mapped her map yet, her blog name, so that blog name will be changed. But she had some amazing photography done. Oh my gosh, she's Italian. She's divine. And yeah, this is her blog, so it's a little bit different, but she is stunning. So that is what is included in the masterclass. If you would like to join us, please feel free. I absolutely would love to go and teach you a little bit more about the video marketing, because I just feel like it was too much to include in here. And yeah, I just sort of want to give you like my personal time when you go, and you could come to me and also go, hey, I've created this video. What do you think? Could you critique my video? This is the time. So some people will try and send that to me. I honestly don't have the time to do it unless I'm doing a class like this. I'm more than happy to critique your videos. I'm very kind, but I will move you forward. So, okay, let me just see. Thank you, Simon. Yes. I will send out the recording anyone who's asked for that. Oh, no worries, Minnie. Minnie's gone to do for a strategy call. Sweet, well done. Lee says, I really appreciate you. Oh, thanks, Lee. Appreciate you too. Awesome. I'm so very excited for you and babies. Babies is very love little babies. Very, very exciting time for you. So that's super nice. It's gonna be a bit of a Christmas baby then. Did you say January it's due? Yeah. I have a Christmas. Well, my little boy Maxie, he is 6. He's turning 7 on the 20th of December. So I had like a 5-day-old baby on Christmas in 2009, and it was like, he was just a dream. He's like my dream baby. Honey, my daughter, she's awesome. Like, she's a fighter, and she's like stubborn as hell. But I look at her and I'm like, you need that in your life because that's how she's going to make it. Maxie, he's like this sunshine in a baby, man. He's like the cruisiest kid ever. So, babies are cute. Thank you so much, Alicia. Okay, you guys rock. Oh, Lee, I'm going to unmute you. Hey.
Okay. One last question. I have a 11-year-old daughter, right? And do you think it'd be cool or different if I scripted her out some things to say about my products or my workout routines or something along that line? Because people love kids, and my kids love watching other kids on YouTube.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that?
I think that's cool. If you and your wife or her mom is cool with that, yeah, for sure. And if she's cool with it, I mean, we've got to protect our kids online, but if our kids so here's the thing, my daughter, Honey, okay, she has, like I said before, she has cystic fibrosis. She's been in and out of hospitals her whole life. I'm just saying this as an example, but she really struggled. She got really sick when she was 3 or 4. Anyway, she ended up with full-on anxiety. She actually was diagnosed with depression at age 4, which is terrible. And she just became so painfully shy. And she saw me doing videos all the time, and she kind of was like mimicking me, and I thought it was really funny. And I thought, anyway, she one day sort of said, I'd like to do a video. And I was like, okay, how about we do a cooking video? And she has really come out of her shell. So I think it's a great learning tool for kids. Yeah, I think it's.
What do you mean by protecting our kids? Like, I wouldn't let anybody contact her. It was
yeah. Oh, just protecting them from anything, like just making sure that if you're coming out on a public forum and you become really popular in your niche and you get followers, you're gonna have haters. I haven't had anyone say anything bad about my kids before, but I am not blind. I have people that hate on me, and I just think they're ridiculous, and it means that you're successful. Whenever I see someone getting their first hate comment, it's like cause for celebration. It means they're making it. But do you know what I mean? Like, I just want you to make sure that if you are putting your kids online and in that public forum, that you're aware that people understand that you're the protective dad and you're not going to let anything. Just be aware. I don't want to freak you out. No one's ever said anything. But I don't know. You just got to be careful. Because then kids go to try and do their own stuff online, and it gets scary, doesn't it?
Well, that's what I'm going to get. I'm going to help her get involved in her own business. So she can do her own thing online. I'll be monitoring it, of course, me and her mother. But yeah, okay. I was just wondering because kids sell stuff good.
I tell you what. So one of my, let me go find it. No, I won't find it, but I'll just tell you about it.
Okay.
You guys, whoever else is watching, you guys might remember this. So I did a video, and Honey was off sick. She wasn't being sick. She was just melodramatic that day. And I was like, I need to do a video. I need to do a Facebook Live. I'm going to do a Facebook Live on some video tips. And I looked at her, and she was sort of playing in the room. And I was like, do you want to be on the video? And she's like, yeah. I said, why don't we do some video tips? Because she's done videos on YouTube. I said, so what have you learned about doing videos on YouTube? She goes, you have to look at the dot. So the dot, like, when you're recording. So she's learnt to look at the recorder, so not at herself on the screen. She knows she has to speak up nice and clearly. What else did she learn? She had a few tips that actually she learned from doing these videos with me. Oh, and she said, you have to say subscribe to my channel at the end. That was really funny. Anyway, we did this Facebook Live. It had over 1,000 views within a couple of hours. Everyone was loving it. Everyone was commenting. I had so many comments on it. I was like, this is crazy. So yeah, every time I put them in the video, way more views. And I think it's cool. Honey actually joined. She saw the Jamboree nails. I don't know if you guys know what Jamboree nails is. It's like these nail vinyl sticker kind of things or whatever. So she wanted them. We sold about, I don't know, it was a few $100s worth of nails, and I helped her do that. And she was 7. Oh, she was 7 at the time. So I thought that was cool. I feel like you're similar in your approach to bringing up your kids, as in you want them to be entrepreneurial, think for themselves, get out there and stuff. Like I say to my kids all the time, a lot of parents will say, what are you going to be when you grow older? What are you going to be when you grow up? I say to my kids, what business are you going to own when you're grown up?
Exactly. Because I tell my kids the same thing. Like, what career are you interested in? And then once you figure that out, now how are you going to be the owner of that business so that you don't have to work for someone else in that field? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? How can you capitalize on being the creator of your own office of that type of business or whatever?
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely don't have them in the entrepreneurial spirit, and let's build their confidence up as young children with these videos, maybe, you know,
Yeah.
and scripting some stuff for them to remember, and you know, it's just gonna make them sharp.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, you should follow. I don't know if you know Nadia and John Melton. So they're from the US, but she's Russian. She's hilarious. My God, she's really funny. And they have their kids in the videos, and actually their son, who's a little bit older, they've got him on camera and sort of asking him because they do a lot of speaking gigs. They have a big network marketing team. They're kind of celebrities in this mini niche kind of thing. And they're teaching their kids a lot of clever stuff. So yeah, I think it's cool.
But thanks again for your your information. You're really informative, and I saw your video maybe a week or two ago. You started emailing me, and just today I just said, well, I'm gonna click on this one. And it's like, take a webinar. I'm like, all right, webinar. I pay for webinars all the time. I'm like, this is free. I'm like, well, I might as well take this one.
Yeah.
The door is open, and I'm gonna be dealing with you. No, I'm going to be dealing with you. I'm really impressed, and all your information was valid and good. So I'm excited.
Yeah. Thanks, Lee. You rock. That's awesome.
No,
I love that, right? You provide, like, this is the thing, guys. This is a classic example of you provide value, you serve your audience, and even like, I'm not asking anything in return here. I don't want anything in return. The only reason we came up with an offer this afternoon was like, well, what about if people want to kind of know more about video stuff? And we're like, well, we better come up with something, you know. But it wasn't kind of like, hey, I'm going to give you a little bit of information and then I'm going to like hard sell you, which is what I see a lot of people do. And I don't mind selling stuff, and I don't mind buying things, but I want a whole lot of value. You know, we all want the most for our money. So why not?
Yeah, you're right. But I really appreciate it. It's a great service, though. So keep up the good work, man.
Thank you, Lee. Thank you. All right, cool.
All right.
I gotta lower everyone's hand. Oh, cool. You did that. Okay. Does anyone ask any more questions? Leslie's running. Bill's gone. I know it's so super late for you guys. Thank you so much. Yes, actually, Minnie mentioned Sabrina Higdon is everywhere and she's not even 2 yet. Yep. That's right. Kathleen has had to run. Awesome. Kim says your youngest is 25. Oh, what? No, not 25. Like, you do not look old enough to have a 25-year-old. My youngest is on the 25th. Oh my gosh, do you have a full Christmas baby, Kim? I don't know if you're still listening, but you have the full Christmas baby. That's so cool. Okay, does anybody... Oh, thank you, Alicia. You're so nice. Alicia says, Tracey's info is a great breath of fresh air. Thanks. Okay, so I would love it. Please tell me, because I'm doing this the same. Actually, I'm going to do 6 pieces of content by this week. Like I said, I'm going to batch it all. If you guys want to sort of keep me in the loop and go, okay, I've done 6, what do you think? Or, hey, what should, like, even just, when you feel like you need to be accountable to someone, just tell me you've done your 6 and I'll be like, yes, awesome, keep going. Now you need to do your other 6, for the next couple of weeks. So go and do it. I highly recommend it. This will make you stand out over Christmas. No one else is doing this. No one else. Everyone's going to sleep. So I hope you got value. Please, everyone unmute yourself if you want to say goodbye.
Tracey, the list that you made of the video ideas, could you type it, chuck it there, or take a photo and message us or something?
Hang on, I'm going to find it. I did put it here. Here we go. I'm going to paste it.
The link is in the chat, Alicia. I think she shared it.
Yeah, hang on. I'm doing it.
Chat with
Oh, I just sent it to Simon privately. I meant to send it to everyone. Hang on. Simon, that's your personal link. Okay.
I Not that one. You wrote a list down, like you went through and you wrote 12.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Yes. Okay. Do you want me to write those out for you? And then
I'll take a photo and I don't know, put it somewhere, or I don't know, whatever's easiest.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, I might.
You've got all our email and
yeah, I know. I'm trying to work out if I segregated everyone on the list. I'll send it to you. If anyone wants to private message me, do you know what? I'm actually going to go. I will post this. I'll post it on my fan page.
Okay.
All right. I'll just say, here's the ideas we came up in the webinar today for who was on there and wanted to know the content ideas we came up with. Here they are.
Yeah.
All right. I'll post it on my fan page, which is facebook.com/Tracey Rose Live.
Cool.
Awesome. Any other questions, comments? Real good.
Thank you, Tracey.
No, thank you. Got a nice plan to get through the season and just need to get in and do it and just get above myself. So it's good.
I know. I'm literally looking at, like, I was talking to the kid's dad yesterday, and I'm like, okay, because his parents, he's from Brazil, so his parents are coming over from Brazil, and I'm like, when's your mum arriving? Like, when are you going to take the kids a bit more? Like, what nights? Because what I'm thinking is not to get can I have these 3 blocks of time where I can just like smash this content out and then schedule it all in. And like, if you guys want to do Facebook posts, as in like, image posts, or this was another one quick one that I added. One day Sunday afternoon, I spent 3 hours and I basically came up with, how you create like those image or affirmation posts, or like, you know what I'm talking about? Like you're amazing, or like, I don't know, some business quote from Gary Vaynerchuk or something inspiring, okay? And I will have created it on like a photo app. I created 90. So I did 90. So you could actually go hire someone from Fiverr and go, this is the style that I want. Can you go create a whole heap for me? And then and you could also hire someone to do this, but I was just free one Sunday afternoon, and I literally spent 3 hours creating all of them, and I scheduled 90 days worth of Facebook posts.
Wow.
Right?
So I use Post Planner, and in Post Planner you have a lot of that stuff, and you can schedule it all out. So that's what I've been doing for that, and you can schedule out other people's articles too. So like if it was an article from Hootsuite about 5 ways to create Instagram images, like you can schedule all that out and just repurpose that content.
Yeah, what's on that one? Is that Post Planner, did you say?
Post Planner, yeah.
That's a good one.
I have a code actually, if you want a special code, because obviously you're an affiliate to it. For Black Friday, there's a Black Friday special. So if you want the code.
Yeah, what's your name?
I'll chuck it in. In the code. Let me just grab.
Fine. Anyone wants to get Post Planner, go through.
Post Planner is excellent.
I want it.
Let me just grab it. Yeah, you can just and it's a great way too to find content. You know, if you start, you could just like repurpose it.
Yeah. Leslie had to run. Family wants her back. That's funny. Sweet.
And
thank you.
I'll give you the code. The code is I don't know why, but it's in capitals where it needs to be. I'm not sure, but just copy that. MyLove60, and I believe you will get like a Black Friday special.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I asked them for if they had a Black Friday special, and they said, "Oh, is it Black? It is Black Friday, yeah." And anyway, so yeah. But it's excellent, and you can also schedule out to Twitter, and I believe Facebook is coming too. So,
all right. So
not Facebook. LinkedIn is coming.
Oh, that's cool.
I think it's LinkedIn into Post Planner. I just read something the other day. But yeah, and they also tell you the statistics in an email of like how much engagement you're getting and what was your best post for the week. So they actually email you that information.
All right, that's interesting.
Yeah, yeah. And a lot of people who are like Kim Gast, I don't know if you know Rebecca Radis, I think they're all into it. They all use it. They all have their articles in there. And Darren Rouse, that blogger from Melbourne, he's in there.
Yeah.
His content's in there. It's actually really good. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. All right, awesome. Yeah. Thank you. I thought Pete was coming on today. What's he doing today? Is he working?
I don't know. I haven't spoken to him today, so I'm not sure. He hadn't mentioned anything about this, so I don't know.
Yeah. Oh no, he just commented. He's like, yeah, I want it. But then again, I've seen him do. He's been pumping out content. He's doing awesome. Yeah. He's
amped it up a bit. He's now got. He is. He's got because what happened is Ed told him to up his price for his PT business because he runs a PT training, like that's his business.
Yeah.
So Ed said, amp your price up per session so that way you need less people and you have more time for your online. So that's what he did. So it's crazy. He's amped his price up. I can't even tell you his price. It's pathetic. And for 4 sessions, so he's amped it up, got some extra people at a higher price. Now he's freed up more time to be working online, and he's also doing a bit more at night too, and just really pushing out content. So and it's really good because he's now got 3 people in MLSP. He's about to hit L1 soon, I think.
Yeah.
Which is massive for Pete because he's really struggled. So it's really good.
The thing is, he's super talented, right? He's got everything. He looks great. And that's the thing is, like, when I see people and they could have all the talent in the world, but if they're not consistent, it doesn't fly with your audience. Like, it just they see this stop start. Like, no one's going to join you or buy from you if they're not sure if you're going to be there in 2 months' time.
Exactly. But Lee might like to follow this guy. That's his name there, Peter Newen. Find him on Facebook. But he's a PT trainer also. And he's actually used My Lead System Pro through Mark Hubbard to build up his own PT personal business. Like, that's how he learned all the strategies to build that offline business. But now he wants to build his online business.
Yeah.
Really interesting. But, yeah, Pete's a machine. So, yeah, it's good. Yeah. And he does great videos, so he really does. But he just needs to I think you're right, like you said before, about you were talking about something, but I've said this to Pete before, let people into your life. Like, go and do some Facebook Lives or videos from the gym. Like, it's his own personal little gym thing he's got. Go and do something, but he keeps doing it. Like, well, connect the two so people really know who you are.
Yeah.
And, yeah. So yeah, but he's doing well. So
you gotta let people in. So fast. I mean, to a point. I know some people don't like sharing absolutely everything, but I know Rancy's on here, and Rancy and we've been friends online for a while, but we've connected through. I found out like one day it was like reading angel cards on Facebook. I was like, I want to talk about business today, and I go to my angel cards and my goddess cards if I'm like having a big business decision and I'm just like, over crap, and I'm just like, I just need some like fluffy divine advice or something. And I was like, I don't want to do business. And I was like, maybe I'll do some angel card reading for everyone else. I don't really know what I'm doing, but it's a lot of fun, right? And then, of course, Rancy and I have connected because she loves doing that stuff and she loves crystals and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, cool, because we're allowing each other to know a little bit. Like, I remember I went to a psychic once, right? And I was like, do I blog about this, or will that like turn a whole lot of people off? And then I was like, well, what does it matter? Because if they're so turned off by that, then obviously maybe I'm not supposed to work with them. That's fine. That's fine. Not for everyone. Again, not everyone likes cats. But look, how many of us on here have cats?
I got the dog, the dead dog, always awake.
I got kids. I don't want nothing else.
Yeah, Minnie's got 3.
I used to, but I used to do video journals all the time. And my old webcams were on in my apartment all the time. And when my 3rd cat died, I had so many emails asking about this cat. So I'm dealing with the cat dying, but I'm getting people where's the cat? Where's the cat? So I have to explain what happened to the cat. Then I got this long email of someone who lost the pet recently that helped me.
Aww.
So
yeah.
yes, it's weird because it's social media and we want to keep ourselves private, but because it's social media, we have more people that go through the same thing we're going through at the same time.
Yeah.
So when you build that community and everyone goes through like a death or some tragedy, it's not like, oh, it's just in my head, it's just me by myself. That's the other thing about it too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like we're making all this content, but like some of these people, like they really depend on you because I just have me and the cats. That's it. Like if I don't talk to anybody else. Like I go days without actually talking.
Yeah.
So if I don't post content or make a video, I don't talk. So I had this thing where I had to have the TV on because I have a
but that's why it's like cool to connect with the people like that you actually really relate with online. Like, you know, when we met at like Live the Dream in Austin, you know, it's like, oh, you know, how good is it actually when you put, you know, like a real face? You're like, oh my God, I've known you online for like a year or longer. And then, you know, connect. And actually, even Alicia, I didn't even know Pete before I went there, I don't think.
Me either. I'd never met him before. And he lives 2 hours up the road.
We've met, you know, Rancy and like all these people like that I finally connected with this. And I was like, wow, it like makes it real. But so because we can't all meet all the time, because we can't go to events all the time, the next best thing is videos. And that's, you know, that's why I go on and on about it, because if you don't have that, I just find it so much harder to connect with people. You know, this is the next best thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right.
Yeah, I'm finding it really difficult, like with Facebook Lives. Like I definitely do one a day, and sometimes I even do two, depending. Like if I'm waiting for gymnastics and stuff, I'll do two because I just get this idea. But like, I don't know, maybe people are just watching, but I just find it really hard to get conversation coming back. Sometimes I get people on, but then like the last 2 days, 3 days, I think no one has watched my Facebook Live. It's just like really weird. It's just odd.
It's so weird though. Do you remember I did that one? I did a Facebook Live. I was actually promoting my travel company in the end, but I did a Facebook Live, why am I single? I had like 70 people.
Yeah.
Okay, and I was like, okay, you guys all need something else to do. But then I do another Facebook Live the other day. I think I had 3 people on there, and I was like, oh, okay.
I know.
It's so weird, but I wonder. I'm
tapping the screen thinking, hello, are you working? Like, hello, is anybody there?
But how many friends do you have on Facebook? And this is not me going popularity contest here, but like how many?
No, I've been building up because we've had this conversation. I'm up to nearly 1,000.
Okay.
Because I've been really actually building it.
I can tell you that's one of your reasons why. I think I'm at like 3,500. So I'm automatically going to have a much, much bigger audience. Yeah. Straight away.
Yeah, 975 I'm at. I've been really working hard to build that friendly stuff.
Okay.
That's what I've been working
on. And then, I would definitely have a chat with Leslie and do an interview with her about her Facebook Live strategy, because Leslie's like a go-getter. Like, she's so cool. She started doing these Facebook Lives, and anytime someone would like her Facebook Live or maybe comment, she would be like connecting with them. And she wouldn't really care. She's like, how can I serve you today? Or, you know, hey, just thought I thank you so much really appreciate you liking my Facebook Live video. Hey, is there anything else I can help you with? Blah, blah, blah. And anytime she would say, she would try and organize an appointment with someone to chat to, or do a screen share to show them some marketing advice or whatever, or show them the opportunity. She would, or if she couldn't do that, she'd be like, oh, I've got an appointment with a client today. I've got an appointment with it. And she would always be sort of indicating that she had a business and she ran it like a business, and she had schedule, and she had, appointment times that you could have. So it kind of, she edified herself, basically. She put herself out there like, this is how I want to operate. She didn't tell her. She had no results in the beginning. But now she's gone and helped people and signed people up, and and here I am talking about her and you guys, and potentially she may have an interview or two out of this, and then we'll promote it to our audience. That's how it works. You go get a small result. This is the thing. Go get a small result. Like, I did this webinar I think I had like 30 or 40 people register and I've only promoted it in 12 hours. I was a bit slack. But I just thought, hey, I did this last year. This is where my business kind of took off. I got lots of momentum. What if I shared that? Like, I don't even know if that's a huge result. Like, back then I didn't get as the bigger results that I'm getting right now. And remember I did that webinar a little while ago. It was called The Secret Weapon. What's my secret weapon? How did I increase my income by $2,000 a month in 2 weeks? And do you know what's really silly? Okay, I was like, I don't know. I don't know if that's like a big enough, income increase. Like, because I'm comparing myself to people who earn 50 grand a week. And I was like, oh, this is really silly. And we feel like that webinar, we did 4 times. We did 4 times, Alicia. You saw. I recruited 12 people from my webinars into my new network marketing company into a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
It's not even like a huge result. Or what about if you learned? I'm going to do a webinar actually in a couple of weeks. There's been, every time I've done a webinar, I've got between 30 to 50 leads. Okay, each time I've done a webinar. Wouldn't you like to know how to get 30 to 50 leads in a day? Oh, yeah. And so I'm going to share, well, all you need to do is create a webinar that's full of value, give great value, serve your audience, promote that to the right kind of people, give it to your list, ask other people to promote it. Like I asked Tori to promote it. That's how you get it. Like I can get, some days I'll have 5 leads in a day. Other days I might have 2. Other days I might have 10. Anytime I promote a webinar, and if it's a good webinar, I can get 30 to 50 leads in a day.
Okay, yeah, because I've got a webinar ready to roll. I've already done it 3 times, but now I had this coaching session with this girl I follow, Bonnie, and I had it up my sleeve to use. So we went through my webinar the other day and fully tweaked it. Now I've just got to get it back out there. It's all about content creation and content generation. So I've just got to promote it now and just fix it a little bit and get it out there and just do it again. I just plan to keep rinsing and repeating it. I've just got to, I don't know. You get discouraged.
I know. And because you feel like if you're new, not that you're new, but I'm saying like other people get discouraged if they're new or don't have results. How's this? So Tori, who's now doing really well, but Tori doesn't have a whole lot of, someone really wants to talk to me. That's Tori. Reject her. She's so funny. She did her first webinar. Was that 2 nights ago with a girl, Stacey. She got 30 leads, and I'm like, "You what?" She goes, "I said, how many people to register for your webinar?" Oh, like 30 or so. I said, Tori, you really are quite new. You don't really have a big list. That's pretty amazing.
And she got like 22 turn up or something, right? Yeah, I was talking to her this morning. I'm like, holy crap. I'm lucky to get 2 people to turn up.
Yeah, I know. I've had webinars where there's like, 2 people turn up as well. But I was like, that's incredible. And during the week, she's like, I don't know if I should really do it. I don't know if I'm ready to do my first webinar. Blah, blah. And I was like, you have to do it now. You've promoted it. Like, just do it anyway. That's pretty good. I think I think I actually may have got 2 or 3 people on the first webinar I ever did.
Yeah.
So I told her to do a video on that. I told her to do some content on that. And you know what? Yeah. Anyone can do this. So whoever's left on here or whoever's listening to the recording, you know what her webinar was on? Like something like what is attraction marketing or something like that. Like that's nothing any of us here, even if you have absolutely no results, it's nothing we can't do. And then on the back end of that, you would pitch MLSP.
Yeah.
Right? Easy. Easy peasy. Go and do it. Okay. Daisy is coming back to say goodbye.
Yeah. Gotta go.
Your cat is so quiet compared to mine.
She's super quiet. Like she's like, I can't
get mine to be up in a video like that ever.
She's quite placid. She does get cranky at me. She just,
but it's like a tap in the face. I get scratches, growled at, and hissed at.
no, because she knows the mom is boss.
Like, that's it. That's the most she does. She's so passive.
Totally.
I'm jealous.
She fully gets annoyed at me. She's like,
Yeah, but she doesn't move. She still sits there.
but that's the ragdoll thing. You know how you can like tip them upside down? Hang on, I'll see if she lets me do it. Daisy, come back. This is like the ragdoll stance.
She doesn't move. Mine would jump away. Mine would
That's
jump
like a bulldog stance. That's what Max does.
I just love it. I was like, how funny is this? You okay?
Mine don't do that. Mine don't do that. Mine has to flip around.
No, I know. I held my friend. She's got two Bearmans, and they're like, I try and hold. I'm like, I just want to cuddle, and they're like, like no, like claws out, wiry, like get me away. And I'm like,
okay. This might help because I've been in MLSP for 2 years. I have one video out there that I made when I joined, and that video doesn't get me leads, but I get people adding me on Facebook asking me if it's okay to join MLSP. If they're contacting me to like confirm their decision to join with somebody else.
Yeah.
And I've had like 3 requests to give me an update of what I've been doing for 2 years. Well, because my success is not big for 2 years, I feel like, do I share it? Because people think internet marketers make a lot of money, but I've only made like $200 for 2 years. Like the results don't match the time frame of being in the system.
So
do I be honest and be like, this is what happens when you just go half-ass, or do I like wait till I have more money and then act like I have longer results?
So, okay, I don't know if you know this, but I've joined MLSP 3 times.
Oh, really?
The same email or different email?
Different emails and different people. Okay.
So, Tracey, you were L1 this time last year?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wait, you were L1 last year?
Yeah, this time last year I was L1.
Wow.
Oh, okay, that's not that bad.
Yeah,
Okay,
I know,
well,
right?
this time next year, I'm going to be L4.
Yeah.
I got
Point.
it.
I have 1 point.
But but you're here.
I know, but like still, like because I started the same time as Aaron Birch and all these people, and they're 6-figure L5, and I'm like,
Aaron's a freak of nature. Lisa Torres is a freak. But remember, like Lisa, she talked about like she had no results.
I know Lisa from another company, so Lisa doesn't count. Aaron is brand new. Here's a system. Use the system. I make 6 figures.
I think, would you agree, like, social media really, like, screws with your head with it? Because, like, I know I go in dips up and down because, like, sometimes I'm like, yep, this is where I need to go and focus. But then you start to jump on social media and you see these people all getting results and then, like, okay, Todd and Leah gets, you know, because I've been following their training due to the ed thing. And then they do that Twitter webinar, and I have done a lot on Twitter, so I watched that and I joined in yesterday. But then it starts to really screw with your head because you're like,
it's a magical
crap. I've been doing that, and a lot of those strategies I've been doing for a long time, but I'm not getting the results they're getting. So it screws with your head because you're like, well, I've been doing all that. I've always sent people from Twitter over to a special YouTube video, and I also have a link on my website that's hello Twitter followers, you know, thank you for coming over to my website, you know, and speaking, you know, like all this stuff. And I'm like, God the hell, you know, like which bit did I miss? have I failed to do something? But that can really screw your head because you're just like, it's screwing in my head.
Like, okay, so I'll admit something, and I don't, you know, I'm not proud of this, but I catch myself when I feel jealous, and I do something feel jealous, and I'm like, why has someone else got a webinar and I don't get to do a webinar? Or why has that person got those results and I still feel like I just can't get to join me, or do you know what I mean? Like I've gone through that. So Minnie, when I was saying before, like I've joined 3 times. So I think I joined when I was in like my old network marketing company. I think it must have been like, I don't know, what's this year? It's 2016. I don't know, maybe I was in 2011. So I was in for a while, and then I dropped out. Then I joined back again. I got to L1. I dropped out.
Oh.
Stupid. But see, at the time, they didn't really make a big deal of the whole levels, especially L1 at the time. So it was all like this very elitist, like these are the big guys and we're all like the little plebs and we don't really get noticed, you know what I mean?
And now they celebrate everybody.
Now they celebrate everyone because they realize how important it is to feel like you've reached some little milestone to encourage you to keep going, which I think is way better, right?
Because I like live the dream. I took a picture of Brian and he's like, I know you. I'm like, what do you mean you know me? I was so scared. Like, I just wanted a picture. And then I'm holding the camera to record the video for somebody else. And I'm shaking. I'm going, why am I I'm not that side of the camera. And I'm like, And it's
they're like superstars. And you've been watching that. It's like we know them. Like, oh my God, I feel like Brian's my best friend, but really he's not my best friend. But so I guess what I'm trying to say, like, it's funny that you said that, Minnie, in terms of like you've been there this long and you've got these results, like, you know, but I was in MLSP for ages and a year ago, before I really started to take it seriously, I was embarrassed that I had been in for so long because I did go to a Ray Higdon event. People did know who I was. A couple of people knew who I was. And I was kind of like, I feel like a fraud because if I'm already getting known in this industry and I actually don't have any results, that's embarrassing. You know, am I stupid? Like, all these questions, you know, why can't I do this? Why is that person doing this? Why am I self-sabotaging? Why am I not doing anything? I was doing stuff though, but I was doing busy work. And here's what my biggest mistake was. I couldn't focus on like one thing. So I was also doing birth stuff. So I was still doing my birth blog.
Okay.
And that's when I got to Ray Higdon's event and he was like, you need to choose. And I'm like, I don't want to choose. And he's like, you need to choose. And I was like, damn it. So, okay, so here's what changed. So I'd been in for so long with no results. But then in a year or a year and a bit now, it'll fly, you know, basically everything's taken off. Okay. So what changed? I went to Ray's event. I got my vision clear. And I know this sounds like fluffy mindset where we're blah, blah, blah. But
no, it's true though.
Now the vision thing is helping. But
I know, right? Because you hear, oh, you got to have your why, the why that makes you go, no, that's a load of poo. Like a why is not strong enough. It's your vision. What is your vision? And so the questions that, you know, who do you want to be known as? Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be known as? What do you want to be known for? The question. There was a few questions. Anyway, go to Ray's got all that vision training. Go look up vision training or vision on Ray's blog. You'll find it. I got that clear. I got excited. I decided to choose one strategy and I was like, what's going to be my thing? And I decided that 3-minute expert was it. I don't like prospecting. I don't like selling. So I'm going to out-teach my competition, basically. That was my strategy. That's what I've done. Because I had this mindset, I hate selling. I'm not good at sales. Obviously, I've changed that now. But it was out-teach the competition. And I thought, if I can be more helpful than anyone else, if I can be more visible than anyone else, if I can be more consistent than anyone else, I win.
You'll outrun them. That's it.
That's it. That is my strategy. I don't know if it's the smartest strategy. I don't know if it's the fastest strategy. That's my strategy, though.
Like the newbie stuff, like the brand new newbie stuff, like how to set this up. I can't like I don't want to teach that. Like,
right.
Like it's read the screen, fill in the blanks, and then set your account and verify your email address. I don't want to teach like Diane's like, I'm not techie. I'm not teaching you techie stuff.
Yeah, I've got a from teaching techie stuff. So with anyone new, I go through and I go, okay, so let's get you in started. All right, so the first thing you need to go and do is go and do your start here videos, follow the 6 steps, and then come back to me and tell me when you're done.
Yeah,
that's what I was
saying with the 6 steps. The setting up the Aweber or the get response is complicated. That took me a while to set up. That I know.
I think I
did a
video on that. Oh, sorry, go on. What's that?
Making sure the leads are in the most places. It took me a while to watch the actual video that's there because it seems like people watch the video once and they figure they're supposed to get it the one time.
Yeah, there's one thing I say.
They're not understanding to watch the video multiple times and pause and go back multiple times until they get it.
Yeah.
That's the only way I would make a video about the 6 steps, how-to techie stuff. Is to get them to understand to watch something more than once.
You've got to teach people to be self-sufficient as well. So teaching people that you're not Google and to rely heavily on the group. So the MLSP group, I rely on it. I don't know if you noticed, but I've been around for a while, not going, I'm so wonderful, but I'm L4. I still ask questions in that group because I need the support. And I also want to show my new people that's where we go to ask the questions. Don't come to me and ask you why your funnelizer page is not working. I don't know.
Yeah. What did you click? My mom only calls me for computer problems. Yeah. And the only reason I help my mom is because she still sends me money. But it's still, she's at her house, I'm at my house, and I don't know what she's looking at on her screen to know what's popping up to say you clicked something wrong.
Yeah. So Ray Higdon doesn't do tech support either. You can just say to people, I'm not techie. And that's why we have the group. This is da 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 da. And then
sometimes if someone has a problem with something, I had someone trying to go I had a problem with had a problem with with ClickMagic and putting the domain in. So I actually went and did a little 2-minute, 3-minute YouTube video, uploaded to my channel, and then I go, okay, well, that's a problem people have. There you go.
YouTube channel. I'm with ClickMagic for my links. They have their own YouTube channel. Same with ClickMeter, and a lot of they already have, the companies, the tech companies that tools are used, they have their own YouTube channel.
Yeah, but sometimes people want to you can interpret things differently to what they show you, even though it's the same, but you can just do it the same but say it differently can also help people. So I just make a little video and chuck it over there.
I did the Divi course, even though it's inside MLSP and they have videos for it. You leverage that to the point where you have extra income.
That's it.
Because if you're going to babysit all these steps, I kind of want to get paid more money.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to seem like I'm about the money to get them in the system either. Because they join the system, they freak out, they don't know anything, and then I have to be there as just babysitter, do everything for them.
Yeah, I mean, you have to, I guess in the beginning, it depends who you attract. So I used to attract a lot of people. I had to babysit a lot. But in the beginning, because I didn't have much work to do, I was happy to spend a bit more time because some people just need to feel that you care about them, and I would like that too. I actually am signed up under Mark Harbert, but I speak to the guy twice a year now. I don't need him. He's fine. I'm self-sufficient. I can now look after my own team. You don't have to do it alone, remember? And who are you signed up under, Minnie?
April. Marie Tucker.
Didn't she have a group that you could just plug people in?
Because I'm not consistently mastering every single month, she doesn't give me support.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Wow.
So you could plug people into her Facebook group if she has a private
there,
group.
But she's really not there. So when she got L6, she offered to pay for my membership so she can get L6.
Really?
Yeah, she bribed me for her L6. So when she got
L6, to do if you want L6.
I know she didn't earn it.
Did you take it? I would have went, yeah, okay, fine.
The reason it didn't work, I'm in Canada. So for her to give me the money for MLSP, you have to give me more money on top of the exchange rate. Like, it's not just give me 150 US dollars.
Oh my God.
Paying MLSP is like almost 220 Canadian dollars.
Yeah, but remember, like, I bribe people to get those I had 14 people sign up into MLSP, 14 masteries in 2 weeks, and then I upgraded all these other university people to mastery, and I pretty much bribed them all with a free blog. And I was like,
that's adding value. But that's adding value.
Money. Like, she offered to send me money for me to use my card to pay my membership.
Oh,
that's wrong. That is wrong.
That's funny.
I think it's wrong. That's bribery. That's like, I'm sorry, but that is like paying to get to the top.
It is.
That doesn't count.
What about Diane? Diane offered people gift cards.
Wow.
Don't you remember?
Yeah, she did. And then how we all got the Gary Vee books.
Yeah.
I mean, this saved me $30, which is great.
Funny. All right, I'm gonna have to run. Sorry, I would love to chat. It's so fun when we all get together because I'm like, I can't wait. I can't wait till the next event. Like, I'm like, I feel like that live like too far away.
That's the plan. I'm bringing the boyfriend. He's a skydive instructor. He knows the drop zone. We're doing skydive and loop trip.
Oh, what'd you find out?
You also you can be on the ground until I land.
You what?
No, I'm just saying because I plan on skydiving during the dream, and when I did it this year, I had Stacey Hall and Evelyn. They were on the ground recording everything. That's how I got to Facebook Live.
I love it.
So if I do it in Austin and have like all these MSP people there.
Yes. I will watch from the ground.
Exactly. I need people to catch me.
That would be awesome.
Get out of the plane. I just need people to catch me at the bottom.
All right, I'm gonna cruise, guys.
Thanks, Tracey.
Awesome day. Thank you, Simon.
All right, thanks.
Thanks, Rancy. Thanks, Minnie. Thanks, Alicia. And there was someone else on a phone, and I can't tell their name. I'm so sorry, Anonymous. But I'm gonna end now. I'm gonna stop recording. Let's just stop.